made this clear to a certain idiot. This wasn't even my argument. This was Yara and Lance's argument.
Facts.
Okay? Like I can care less about trying to prove my point for the debate. Show up and watch. Go ahead and watch the movie. Stupid idiot.
I tried to find Tora Knight's channel.
They got taken down. You town drunk. Now you more than welcome to jump on the panel, and I can cook your old rusty ass right now.
I just started a new stream. Everybody head over to the new stream. Pro Black says he hates Lance. Shout out to Pro Black. So, make sure y'all go over there to the new stream. Just refresh. Same channel. Same panel.
But I ain't gonna lie, man. It ain't gonna be too much more of me dealing with this stupidness.
Facts, bro. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Okay, well, let's talk about some real shit instead of just playing with Lance all day like a little puppy.
All right, bet. What's the real shit, bro?
That land talk.
That land talk. You got some land.
Land talk, really. Yeah, I got a couple spots. I mean, we already got over 300 acres. We got 300 in Colorado. We got 7 acres in Arkansas, or is it Alabama?
Oh, you want to talk about the land y'all already got? All right, where's it?
No, I got other locations too that I'm scouting, but
what are y'all?
I don't got 375,000.
Wait a minute.
What?
So y'all actually purchased?
I got 375,000.
Y'all already purchased? Y'all already purchased a bunch of land?
What are y'all using that land for? That y'all got?
Community safe spaces for black people.
Are y'all starting to develop them already?
No, at all.
But y'all own them, or y'all looking
for more land?
Because the people who could afford the land, right? They didn't have the bodies to develop it. Nor the know-how. They just knew how to get the land. You know what I'm saying? So now they're living on it.
Get some of them African slaves.
They're reaching out to people to move on to the land.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If we're gonna play the disrespect of the African slaves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is you saying shit like that, bro?
Like I'm talking about Lance snuck that in there. Like,
that's what I'm talking about,
bro.
Like you already bringing what's the point of fucking talking about the African slaves? What you trying to say?
I'm trying to instance. Got the land, no work.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. That's what he believes. I'm telling you, that's what he believes, bro.
Damn, bro, stop playing with me, bro.
And it's biblical. The nigga do everything. His literal history, he do it with the Bible. He do it with circular history. Like anything he get his hands on, bro, he just turn that shit into some white supremacist shit, bro.
Like, cause the crazy part is it's not that there isn't proof that there are black Jews. That's not what he's saying. But his narrative is extremely false.
Right.
And eventually, I'm gonna come in here and show you why.
I don't think he got the heart to body black people. Man, don't got no heart like that.
But eventually I'm gonna come and show you why. And it has to do with these people stealing people's identity.
Right.
If we really want to be honest about it.
Yep.
He doesn't know who or what he's looking at. And because I don't get on my soapbox, he thinks I don't know. He thinks Yara don't know, whatever. He hasn't read enough to even have this conversation. It's extremely clear, bro. This is why he will sit here and tell you that there's only one type of Maghreb Jew.
He looks at pictures and makes up stories in his mind.
Right. He's gonna tell you that there's only one type of Maghreb Jew, and that's the black or whatever it is. Study really what happened with the Maghreb Jew. Like, and I can't fault you, brother. I wish I could tell you that I knew all this information my entire life. But you have not read all the information to have this conversation, bro. You don't know who's involved with this.
Man, that nigga don't want to be no stinking African. He don't want to be no
That's what
illiterate,
he says,
dumb, stupid
He says,
motherfucker. He'd rather be illiterate, dumb, and stupid now than be connected to some people that's painted as stupid. He'd rather look like a fool now than to go with the narrative that we came from people who were stupid, but these people weren't stupid. They were very intelligent. Now, maybe you don't feel like doing the work to get that information. You dedicated so many years to this research that you don't want to start over. That's cool, but just know we gonna kill that shit.
And when you said stinking African, Swab Boss, is that directly from ISUPK? Is that a quote from ISUPK? I'm just wondering because, like I said, remember I told you when I came on here,
they would say stinking Hamite. That's what they would say.
Yeah. No, well, they say that too. But they literally say stinking. That's the first and only time I ever heard somebody say that shit like that.
That's why I'm mad at them. They conflate all Africans.
They just as done with Lance with that shit.
And that's what since we're talking about people's destiny, that's what I've been sitting here to destroy, brother. Like, listen, we not gonna play this game. You got to tell why these people spend so much time making laws to abolish the enslavement of Africans if they weren't enslaving Africans. I don't care if they did it because they was trying to stop other people from catching up.
They lied, bro.
Yeah, like exactly. They lied. Yeah, they completely exactly. You know,
they made the whole thing up. The whole shit.
He got an argument on that electromagnetic argument, but
this ain't that, bro. This ain't that. Yeah, but this ain't that. This ain't that.
Clearly talking about white people. He clearly didn't even understand that white people having children with black Africans makes mulatto children, and he didn't understand that the original people were white. That's just fact. Really stupid.
Simple. It's simple as that, Klein.
Let's go look at these names.
You brought Yall and Claim together, Lance. You're a fucking idiot. You know how stupid you gotta be to attract Yall to Claim and vice versa? That's a force unknown to man, bro. Your stupidity has such force behind it.
Like you even got me looking at Claim. You even got me looking at Claim right now. Like, brother, you got me looking at Claim.
That's right, Claim.
You're right. I don't think those words never been together.
They've never been
thinking about Claim come from Yall.
You're right, Claim.
That's true.
I don't think I ever told this nigga he was right about nothing in his life.
I think that's true.
Until today. God damn you, Lance.
Right there.
That's crap.
The last words I remember Yall said, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass when I see you. That's the last thing I heard that nigga tell me, Clay. If I ever see you, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. That's what I heard. It's good shit coming on today.
Listen, so
Solomon, I love you, but I'm about to cook you in a minute too. Solomon.
Where he at? I don't see nobody.
In the chat.
I thought that was Leah. Oh, that's Leah's husband.
That's Leah's husband. That's my bro, though.
Okay. In the zombie league?
Yeah, they're on the zombie chat.
Oh, now check this out. All we need is them people that know how to fix up properties. Because we got these goddamn super cheap properties in Detroit that's $1,000 that rent for goddamn $2,500 or something like that, or $1,000. I can't remember exactly.
Nigga, and what part of Detroit, nigga? What part of Detroit you getting $2,500 rent for $1,000 crib?
You getting $800 to $1,100 for rent in Detroit, bro.
That's not what I just said, bro. And if you getting $800 to $1,100 for rent in Detroit, it's not no house you buying for $1,000.
No, that's what's actually happening for real.
The most you're getting is $500.
All right, man, y'all be easy.
Yeah, the most you looking at $500.
You don't want to spend $375,000 for the community. He want to keep it.
Oh, it's a land bank that's selling houses that they're renting out for.
What number you at now? You at 500 now? You at 500,000 now? You at 500,000?
Oh, wait, hold on. Solomon. We're very familiar with who Gaspar Younger is. What does that got to do with the transatlantic slave trade? Like, what does this have to do with Lance saying that white people were actually black people and vice versa?
If you were lighter than a paper bag, you was white. That's the bottom line.
What the fuck? That is a lie, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
This nigga used the paper bag test.
So if you was a white person who was darker than a paper bag,
nigga, the original brown paper bag test, nigga, the one y'all ain't never heard of.
So if you was a cracker that was darker than a brown paper bag, you was black, Lance?
Man,
that feels good.
Yeah,
that right there.
That's the test, bro. Brown paper bag.
I'm asking you, if you were a cracker, if you were a Caucasian that was darker than a brown paper bag, were you classified black, bro?
I'm not about to answer that dumbass question.
You don't want to say yeah on live? You don't want to say yeah? He get it now. He's like, why be asking them questions? Try to shut a nigga whole goddamn future down.
Let me ask you this question. At what time period was the paper bag test initiated that you talking about?
Go look it up, bro.
No, you brought it out. Teach us, brother. I'm giving you a chance.
No.
Bro, please teach me, bro.
You niggas is swine, nigga. This shit ain't even worth it.
Yeah.
Then please help me out of my swineness, bro. please help me. Now, if you're a real Messiah, you know what I'm saying? If you're a real follower, I'm asking. So you're supposed to show me.
What do you mean a Messiah, bro?
If you're a real follower of the Messiah, that means that you have Christ in you, so you have a way to be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not just talking about Yeshua. You can follow the teachings of Moses and be a real follower of the Messiah. Right? So I'm asking you to teach me what time period was the paper bag test used to identify white people and black people? And just teach me, bro. It's that simple.
The early 1900s, late 1800s.
God damn it. See, this one I'm talking
about. Man, bro. He just didn't say that out loud. This
why I'm telling you. This why, hey, look. Shit. All right. Hey, you know what?
It sounds like he just confused, though, man, doing like conflating a lot of history, though. I mean, because like there was a brown paper bag test, but it didn't apply there. Like,
right. That's exactly what he's doing.
And that's why, because I know what the paper bag test is. That's what I'm asking him.
Right.
And I'm asking, when is it utilized? And what you're telling me that the paper bag initiated the difference between white and black? You're talking about the difference between house niggas and field niggas, and you're talking about white.
No, it wasn't none of that. You niggas is
complaining. You sound crazy for saying it wasn't none of that, bro. In the early 1900s, there wasn't no white and black lanes.
No,
are you saying there wasn't no white and black?
No, he said there wasn't no house niggas and field niggas. That's what he said.
Come on, man.
He said there wasn't no house niggas and field
bro,
niggas.
Let me make it real clear again. One more time. In the South, you have upper class blacks, right, and mulatto, right? They were
no whites, no right, no rich whites, no upper class rich.
The whites don't come until after the wars, bro. Until after England and the British, the redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming. That's when the whites come.
The American Revolution.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, bro.
So there are no white. So there are no white people on the.
Bro, how does
it's not designed like that. That's not the
bro, please don't. Bro, you don't gotta yell at me, bro. I'm really trying to understand your argument at this point. You're telling me that there are no white people. There are no white people in the southern states before the Revolutionary War.
There are no. It ain't even because you're not going to understand.
No, I swear to God, I'm swearing.
There was no nation of white people yet, bro.
What?
There was no nation of white people. White people was here in theirs.
Hey, Charles, when was that first Constitution enacted, brother?
1776 was the writing, and 1787 was the adoption.
Yes, sir. And so, what are you talking about, Lance? What year was that again?
I didn't even know what you asked. What did you ask?
You said there was no white nation until when?
Until the revolution. That's when you get a.
What year was that?
Whatever he just said.
1776.
Disagree with that?
So I just want to know what they all. Everybody here was mixed or black. What like they wasn't white, right?
It wasn't. I can show you, bro. Better than I can tell you.
No, you can't show me, bro.
I can show you in the writings. Yes, I can. What they saw when they came here, describing the people and everything, bro.
Well, no. But see, no conflating now, because you're gonna try to take me back 200 years. Listen, about 1776. Are you telling me that Charles Pinckney and Thomas Jefferson and all these people from white America's history are not actually white?
They're not white Americans. They're motherfucking.
But are they in fact white?
No, like let me give you an example. Like Alexander Hamilton, he's not white. Like
man, bro,
Abraham Lincoln, he's not white. Like Thomas Jefferson, he's not white. They have black in their history, bro. They have
come on, man.
Extensive blacks in their history on their desk. Hey, no, come on, man. You want to know the truth?
What is this? The one drop rule version of history, or what? Like I don't. It's like you saying they had blacks in their families. Like okay, well these were fucking rapists and murderers.
But no, you're not going to. No.
Yes, bro. Yes.
All right, that's the history you won't live with it, bro. I'm good with what I learned, bro.
The history of what I want. Wait, no, this is documented. Thomas Jefferson's history is documented, bro. He was making babies with fucking slaves, bro. What do you mean?
Listen,
that's
this is
documented.
All right, so what I realized is this: is that the people that came over here from Europe, right? The first ones that bought the slaves first, they were fleeing religious persecution. They were devout religious people. Okay, so when you say that they were raping,
those are white people or black people?
I mean, they're black. They're black.
The people that fled here fleeing religious persecution. So the Quakers were black.
The Quakers, bro. Like what the fuck, bro?
There were Quakers. There were dark-skinned people amongst the Quakers.
No, don't try to clean it up now.
Right.
Hey, don't try to clean it up.
I'm not cleaning it up. I'm just trying to let you know. You're going to continue to think that mulatto and light-skinned people are white people.
Were the Quakers white or black?
It's non sequitur.
Bullshit, nigga. The Quakers was white.
We're talking about the French.
The Quakers were white.
We're talking about the first people that came over here that I showed you that established the sugar plantations.
The Quakers were whites that supported blacks, bro. They like for real. Like, come on, man. The Quakers were clearly white. All records say they were white. They used their whiteness to help some blacks, nigga. Right, that's why blacks were amongst Quakers. Come on, bro. That nigga said that's non sequitur. Bullshit, nigga. Come on, bro.
So listen, bro. The French were fleeing from the Catholics.
What time period?
Man, I already told you the time period. Why you keep asking me that shit, bro?
No, this is you didn't tell the time period. 1745.
1745. Okay. Those people are black. Do you disagree? You talking to me? People that came from France, bro, into Americas, are they black or white?
He said,
"Some white people." Now, if you want to talk about who the majority of them are white people.
Jump on, Judy.
Right.
So why wouldn't we just seen a court case that proved that there are no white indigenous people of France?
But when you put that up, I haven't researched that. I don't even know what time period it is, and I don't even know what the
context is.
Right, what the context is of what you're reading.
The context was a rapper ended up dissing white France, and they tried to get him on some exile out of it because he was against their laws, and he proved that there were no white Frenchman. So he had every right to talk like he was doing.
Yeah, I'd have to see that myself.
See it, bro.
I saw that.
I can't trust.
I did see that. I saw that.
I can't trust nothing. No, but I promise you, there's a context to something
however far into that case you want to go,
I guarantee you that shit don't read just like that.
I guarantee it don't run like that, bro. Not with this.
Yeah, but he did. He it was either his lyrics or something. But he made statements toward white people of France, and I know the information. The story I saw said that the information came out that there were no native white people. Like white people weren't native to France, like or black people.
Okay, no,
hold on. No, wait.
Right, yeah.
Black people were indigenous to France.
Now, does that mean that there are no white Frenchmen?
No.
Thank you, sir.
And see, this is the problem.
This is what I'm talking about. His reading comprehension.
The issue is this: you don't have the knowledge of the Bibliothèque of France, which shows that all of the kings are black.
No, what you're misconstruing and conflating is that these people that were originally sent into Europe, what they call France today, the Romans, would send their undesirables into Europe.
That's the Roman Empire.
Hold on. Rome would send their criminals or their undesirables or their captives of war into Europe or into France. The people that he's referring to in France are the Gauls and the Franks and the Bactrians. These people did have some type of African, they did have some type of African blood. But the white Europeans that are called themselves French or the Franks today aren't those people.
We know that.
Okay, so you're talking about
the original blacks were exiled. The blacks were exiled out of France.
Hold on. You're talking about two different time periods.
I'm talking about the people from 1745 that came into America.
The people at 1745 that came to America were white Europeans, bro.
Man, shut your dumb ass up, bro.
Because watch this. Was it black people? Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Was it Benjamin Franklin when they made the Louisiana Purchase deal? Did he sell it to niggas? Was they black?
Hell, was Napoleon black?
I'm asking you a question, bro.
He's shutting down. He'll be back. He just booted up. He obviously has to reboot.
He said, I don't know.
Those people that they sold that participated in the Louisiana Purchase, those were not black people, bro. Those were people from France. Hold on. Those were people from France, from Europe, that they sold those swamp lands to. That's why you have French Canadian in that area right now. The Canadians, because some of the French were up north in Canada. They moved down in the south in Louisiana. That's why they speak French down in that area now, to this day. They weren't black, bro.
Show us the book that says it. Show us the paper that says it. You just talking. Show us the paperwork, nigga. I show paper.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't. What? You misread books. That's what you did.
Man, you out your damn mind, bro.
I know.
But you saying it ain't a French culture in New Orleans?
They were black. The French culture that came here were black.
No, it weren't, bro. Benjamin Franklin and man, they did not sell that land. Cause you read yesterday when Benjamin Franklin made the statement, why should we allow the sons of Africa to come over here and insert themselves into what us white and red folks have established? He wasn't doing no business with no Africans,
he said
bro.
We have an opportunity to establish only white and red. He didn't say that they established it.
Bro, he said don't sell them.
You're lying.
I'm lying?
Yeah, you're lying. That's a lie.
Show me where Benjamin Franklin during the Louisiana Purchase said we're going to sell
you moving this shit now. You said that he said that. Man, shut up, bro. Chill out, man. You can do anything to try to be okay.
He said, why would we turn over?
Why would he don't got to answer? He got to cuss you and tell you to shut up.
He said, why Benjamin Franklin, and I'm paraphrasing, why would we allow the sons of Africa to come here to the Americas and purchase land and live here? Hold on. and live here and bring their wealth with them. With what we're trying to establish with only these white and red brothers, and he wasn't talking about Indians.
What happened to Judah?
Lying.
Judah, hit the link.
You're lying, bro. You just made that shit up in your fucking head, bro.
Just made that up.
Let's stop playing for a second. All right, can we just run through history for a second? Lance, when did North America first begin getting colonized, and by whom?
When, bro?
First colonist was in the 1600s.
Oh my God. So when did the Portuguese and the British first hit the shores of America, of North America?
When, bro?
All the way back in the 1400s.
Right. So no, the Portuguese first started invading North America in around 1565. Then you have the British come in around.
You talking about invading, or you said when did they first hit the shores of America? The first.
Nigga, that's invading. That's invading, sir.
The first Portuguese didn't come to invade.
Okay, let me be more specific, because I actually said when they are being colonized. That's what I asked. So let me make sure you understand, because you're obviously defensive and you're gonna lie. When does the invasion of North America begin, and by whom, sir?
Oh, we invaded North America.
I don't know. I got a different history.
Okay, so the Spanish began invading around 1565, and then the British come in 1587. Were those people white or black?
So no. See, those are Catholics that are invading to chase down the motherfucking Protestants.
Are those people white or black?
Those are white and black Catholics that are invading.
So it's white and black people.
Yes.
Okay. So then that means that there were white people that were here by the time that we get to the 1600s, sir.
Right.
I know I'm right. You just admitted it. Game over.
Nah, never over. That nigga has infinity lives.
That's right. It's over Sunday. All of this bullshit y'all niggas.
Let me show you something right here.
No, stop. No, we're not gonna play. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong about the Spanish and the British. And if you want to say they're white and they're black, I ain't gonna argue with you. Right? But you're saying that there are clearly white people with them that are coming. So that means that we have white people here. You said there were no white people here before the 1600s. That's what you said.
I said you have white people here and there. You don't have.
Come on, bro. You playing games, dude. It's over, bro. You honestly, and Taz said it best. You are conflating history, and you got to do better, bro. You got to get it right.
I'm about to blow up off of this inflation.
That's the fact that you're proud about that shows the type of person you are. Yeah.
What is this?
You ever heard of a book called The Invention of the Right Race? By Theodore Allen.
I just wanted to ask Lance.
Invention of the Right
If you're
Race.
looking at this map, when you're looking at the Louisiana Purchase, because the point is, who was Benjamin Franklin brokering that deal with?
Lance, you know?
Nigga, I asked some questions, nigga. I ain't about to keep answering you niggas' questions. Answer my fucking question.
I know who was Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson brokering this deal with the Louisiana Purchase, bro?
Black Frenchmen.
Napoleon, bro. The same little short bastard that was shooting their noses off the Sphinx.
I said it earlier. I don't know how he didn't get that.
But these was white people. These was black people. Right, come on, bro. You got to do better with yourself, bro. This is ridiculous.
The white people came. Look,
Napoleon was a black Jew.
Oh, wicked in the
business. Blind, bro.
What's good, big bro?
White people came from the north, bro, and chased
black
bro? Out of the
I thought you ain't see me in.
No, I ain't see you in. I just noticed. I'm like, oh no, I'm waiting on Judah. Drew, the only reason I ended that because it was going on 4 hours. I like to keep it like 3 hours. So it went long. But we definitely want to see what's up and advertise your new channel. We need to know what's up with it. He do say he got another channel. What's up with you though? Wicked, man? Or you just kind of talk shit?
See what's going on in the debate room. See what's happening. See what's cracking with y'all.
Man, did Christian just come in the building, bro? Oh, this is finna be a day. Okay.
You did not say Christian. I'm out. It's finna be a day.
Dark God.
Oh yeah. That's the original land.
Christian.
Oh yeah. Oh
Christian
yeah.
is the original land.
It is about to happen. We got 2 glasses on the panel. It's
That's
about
brilliant.
to go down.
Salami,
about to have to join forces.
Salami, code, wicked. Salami.
Hey, where Green?
Right.
Wait, what?
Where what?
I'm trying to see if Green 101 can tell me where did Judah just go live at, so at least we can put that out there. Let me see. Green, are you blocked on the channel? No. Green. Oh shit, my bad. The live. Hold on. Yeah, you know Judah, that nigga get mad on his other channel. Here, I'm finna give you a wrench. Drop the link in there. Drop the link to Judah channel on there. Christian, what's good, big bro?
What's going on, family? How y'all boys is feeling? Well, how y'all fellas, how y'all men is feeling?
Man, we good. We gravy, bro.
Oh, y'all know boys. That's what's up, man. Peace and blessings to all y'all, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, man. Same here. Been a minute. Been a grip. Man, I want to bring you back around.
Oh, I always been around, man. Somebody just blocked me in the post, you know what I'm saying? In the paint.
Man, who be blocking all these people?
somebody blocked me so hard, boy. Had to send me on the bench, man.
Got you up out of there. That's crazy, bro. Well, got you back, man.
Yeah, but I'm here though. Everything good though.
Is he a debater or a spectator?
He was a debater, but he just
a debater, spectator, imitator, everything.
He just was wild in a motherfucker. So he come back, say, "Fuck y'all, leave." Yeah,
I never did that. They just kicked my ass out.
Yeah, but I remember he just went.
But I come from the season where it was hot. You know what I'm saying? I come from season 1 and 2. You feel me? I come from the original days. You feel me? OG. Yeah. You know, but yeah, man, I like this topic y'all got going on right now, though. That's why, I jumped in.
Sorry, what do you think?
You know how I feel about it.
No, what's the topic? This is something back here.
This was.
All right, I hear what you say, Ted.
I said this is something that's horrible that's going on here, man. This ain't a damn topic. This is a disgrace. This is a rendition of history I never heard. Like,
so you agree?
Well, I believe.
Ain't nobody heard it. Don't feel bad, bro.
Yeah, what you believe, Christian?
Well, my take on it, from my understanding, my reading and observation, I don't believe no thousands of men, was brought on the bottom of no boat, to America. Those men came. If you See her in the room tomorrow. On the brain. I believe that when they came, the settlers came with the Italians, the Britons, and all that, and England. They had some people call them Moors, Anglo-Saxons. They had some of those men come with them, like Overthor. What's the other guy name? Amistad. A lot of men of color come with those settlers here because if you think about the Indian wars that happened in between with what's the other war that happened? It was the Indian wars and I want to say what's the war with Washington and them?
American Revolution.
Okay, now all those if you look at those paintings and the people that came with them, right? They all represented one thing, right? It was all under, if you could say the old Holy Roman Empire, basically ran now by Britain. And they came and took the land, which, you know what I'm saying, they just called Canada.
I just need y'all to know
the promise land.
I'm at work. Yeah, I always fuck for this. Knowing I got 4-5 hours to this. Okay.
That's what's up.
Take that. But you know what I'm saying? But they came in. I mean, its history is written. They came and took the land from the native people that was already here. You see what I'm saying? So the slaves, there wasn't no thousands of men brought to Virginia. You know what I'm saying? You had, if I was saying it right, European the serfs or whatever you want to say. That was like people that were like prisoners of war, like for not being Christian or not paying taxes. They were the ones that was brought back and forth from like the Mediterranean and the coastal parts of Africa. You know what I'm saying? So when they came here with like I said, with England, the Anglo-Saxon, most would say the Moors, they was taking the land, and they was promised, some type of cut or whatever that was promised to them. They didn't get it. You see what I'm saying? They traded on them, and that's how you had the war with, you know what I'm saying, the Moors and the whites, which is, you know what I'm saying, Italy and all of them that came with them. So that's how you got, because if you remember, black in those days was owning Native Americans and people of color. You know what I'm saying? It's written. So that's how you got, the darker skin, melanated people enslaved here in America. Because if you remember, they already had wiped out most of the Native American people that was on the land. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them ran way out, like Arizona, Nevada, Mexico, California, and everybody else took over the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Florida, Georgia, Virginia, Carolinas, and all that. Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? The more like wetlands and with a soil is more fertilized.
Wars fight with America.
Say it again.
What war are you talking about in reference to the Moors?
All right, like in later times when they were enslaved, you had like I want to say they kind of led up to like the Buffalo like soldiers, like the Civil War. It wasn't, as you were saying, like it wasn't a war. It was more like how can I say a rebellion and a more of an uprising. Like it wouldn't be a war, like them breaking loose. If I'm trying to find the right word, you know what I'm saying? Like more like a rebellion, like not a war. You know what I'm saying? But until they got to like the Civil War and stuff like that, when they was fighting for to keep the colors enslaved or not. You see, that's when they was like allowing them to help them fight. Because back then they wouldn't do it. It was just keep them in the field and clean up, clean up body parts, stuff like that. They wouldn't consider them as, one of their own. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm trying to think of what war it would have been, but I'm really thinking it was like the Civil War before any blacks were like really able to help fight before, like I said, the Indian Wars and the Revolutionary War. You know what I'm saying?
Well, blacks fought in every war. 1812, the American Revolution, the Civil War, the Philippine War. They fought in every war.
Right. Okay, so those were the ones that you would consider like more that were already taken over from France, Italy, England. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm trying to say now?
Wait, so who are the Moors? Are you saying all the black Moors or?
Yeah, yeah.
So all the black people are Moors?
Hold on real quick, Chaz. Hold on real quick.
All right.
You coming back season 4?
Like that,
Christian?
I think he stepped away for a second. Sounded like he had to.
man, let that gas up and let me hit that shit, Swab.
Man, you don't smoke. Hell, give me fair.
Hey, get your nephew, man. I'm about to knock his goddamn head off. This nigga in my refrigerator again.
That's his refrigerator.
You know, robbing for my juice and my cookie.
That's fucked up. They ain't got no respect.
I don't know. You gotta be careful though with that. You know, people scamming. Yeah, but I'm back though. But yeah, but I would like look up and start doing all the time and dates, but that's what it was. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah,
Hey, yo.
What's good, bro?
but yeah, if you look and you can research it now, pull it up. You know what I'm saying. You will rarely see that there really were no thousands of men brought back. You know, through periods of months in the bottom of a ship. You know, thousands of miles away without no food, no water, all type of disease. It wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? So. Oh my God! I want this. Come in. What? Come in. I want
So if you had to throw a number, on how many? Hey,
you said if I throw a number, say what now?
I said if you had to throw a number on how many black people slaves, how many
That's the thing. There was no number. There was no slave trade. Like black people. It never was one.
Hold on. You said slave trade at all?
Oh no, there wasn't. Not from Africa to America of like thousands of blacks that they call us today. No, there wasn't.
Okay, so what's the you said none of the Africans represented? Were they black people?
Nah, the only percentage of like I want to say they want to slave they were prisoners. You know, like I said, that came from like people that had like they want to get their taxes or that wouldn't be Christianized. You know what I'm saying? Christianized and stuff like that. There was no slaves. It was just people that were like in prison, came here to work in the.
I got these headsets on, man. Can y'all hear me?
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dated. I mean, I see everybody go by dates and everything that's written. But if you look at the same time, Virginia, it's only made like maybe 20, not even 100 men, as they say. So that wouldn't even was able to populate half of America. You know what I mean?
So let's address a couple of things first. You say that they didn't have no food on these boats. Who told you that? What makes you think that? What makes you think that they didn't pack provisions to feed the slaves? Who told you that? I don't get it.
I said that if there were men on a boat like that that were taken piled up in the bottom of a boat. Say it again. Go ahead.
You said that they couldn't bring them over here with no food, no provision. No. What? Who told you this?
No one told me anything. I go by how they treat slaves and people, you know what I'm saying, how they treat them now. If you're under the power of oppression, how they treat you now. You know what I'm saying? So you think about if they capture you and take you so many miles away on the bottom of a boat, how they gonna treat you now then? You know what I'm saying? Let's make it make sense.
Right. So let's make it make sense. So let's make it make sense.
So let's make it make sense. You give me. Let's make it make sense. You give me some information. Shut down what I just spoke. You know what I'm saying? Now don't ask me what the oppressor would the oppressor do something good or bad for us. Tell me some information about these black men that was put on the bottom of boats, as they say, and brought here from the Mediterranean.
No, actually they weren't brought from the Mediterranean. Actually, they were brought from Africa. They were brought from Africa. So let's address it.
Okay, the Mediterranean. Okay, the Mediterranean is not.
Whoa! You told me to make it make sense. You told me to make it make sense.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So first, these slaves were snatched from the interior or central, east, and west Africa. They are attested to by different people who came over here as slaves, as children, and then wrote about it, number one. Number two, by the different African communities on the continent that have spoken in numerous amounts of records saying how they were ravaged. But the main reason
that's about because we can pull out records now that Africans have said that they have not known of no slavery or no slave trades, but of people from Kenya and Nigeria trading their own people, not trading their people off to white men. That's never been documented.
Just like I do with Lance. Either if you don't let me talk, or I can just let you go and then I'll come back to the present. How do you want to have it? You want to keep talking over me, or you want me to go? Yeah, thank you. But the main thing that we have is this attestation of all of the Europeans who have made money off of the transatlantic slave trade, and their actual records of how they treated the slaves, how they had slaves, how they had to make sure, like a person like John Penny had to make sure that his plantation in Neves was taken care of. Like I can just start going from plantation owner to plantation owner who attest to the different Africans that they enslaved. So now let's start to do with the history of it. The history shows that these colonists, when they got there, they first enslaved the natives. That's why I told you I don't got to argue with you about the natives. But then they decide that it's time to go to get the African. One of the reasons is because they felt like the African was hardier. The other reason was religious persecution, if that's how you want to look at it. They felt that the African had no soul. So in between the time period, especially of 1650 to about we can say 1850 to 1870, because that's really how long it still kept going. But if you want to go to 1807, it's fine with me. There are easily over 300,000 slaves from Africa that come directly from Africa to North America, right? Then there are other millions that go into the Caribbean and to Brazil. We have this because it's attested to by all the manifests, all of the ship manifests, the ship captains, the sailors, the surgeons who have records of how they had to take care of these slaves and how the stench was so devastating and how they would come down there and at different times they would have dead slaves chained up next to live slaves. And so then they would simply throw the dead slaves overboard. We have all of this attested to by several different men, not just one or two people, right? So I don't have any problem with y'all saying that there are natives here. I have a problem with y'all saying that there were no Africans brought here. Talking about they couldn't have been swept to the bottom of these ships.
Okay,
we can show you one last thing. We can show you all of the pictures that they had of how they built the ships out. Not just one, not just two, but several. Have you studied the Maritime Museums of London? They have all of these records. I swear, y'all just don't do the study or the research. There's nothing but records after records after records. So now, go. and then I'll bring you legislation.
Okay, now look. All right. Now check it. Now where I'm from, right? Okay. Now we the Yamakarians. We the Craw Nation. Now look, Tamatichi, right? He let James Overthorpe in. He was one of the first as so-called settlers after Columbus to come into America, right? They brought the Masonics. They brought the religion. They brought everything, right? So now they didn't know how to navigate really through the land to find the other tribes because see before, well, when Queen Mary, I think her father, man, I don't want to get, but one of the kings of England when they brought all their troops there, they couldn't navigate through the swamps, through the canals. See, we didn't move on the ground like that. We moved with water. So when they brought the people here, the white people, they couldn't go through the mosquitoes. They couldn't handle the crocodiles. They couldn't the marsh. They didn't know how to navigate, and they weren't strong enough, and they couldn't take the heat. So the natives back then, Tamatiki, they used to go back and forth to England. They used to have treaties and peace trades and stuff like that, and they would come here, give some land, give some tobacco, give some apple, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Orange trees, almonds. They would trade stuff. You see what I'm saying? And they would keep a peace between each other. So now, when they got greedy and Tamatichi wouldn't tell them where the rest of the tribes were because they were at war. So because most of them didn't want to deal with the white people. You know what I'm saying? They came to the land. So when they came, they were too many. There were too many of them. So they had a plan. They said, "Okay, we're going to go back and get some of the tribal people that came from America before to England. We're going to bring them back. They would call them Moors or whatever, or the Anglo-Saxons, the Dukes. They brought them here. Those are the guys that's dressed up in all the gold with the golden crucibles, you know what I'm saying, and all the linen and the scarlet and shit. If you look at them paintings, they brought them back here to help fight because they were bigger, they were stronger, and they knew how to maneuver through the marsh and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they brought them back to take over the land. You see, so when you talk about slave trade, there was no slave trade. The only people that were made slaves and that were how can I say oppressed was first the native people, then the people that they brought from England and from all those other countries in Rome. You know what I'm saying? They brought them here and they trade on them just the same way they trade on the natives. You see what I'm saying? So when you document and when we talk about documentation and stuff that's written, is once again, you go to Jamestown, you go to Virginia, they don't say nothing about thousands of people being brought back and forth. It was only a handful of men. You know what I'm saying? Even in England, even in Africa, they don't talk about a slave trade. They talk about people that are in prison and sent to other places to give off a labor and work. Once again, that means a peace deal or a treaty. You see what I'm saying? That goes way back to when they brought the people from here over to Africa and in the middle of the Mediterranean, because that's where all the deals, you see what I'm saying, go down. That's where all the ivory, the gold, you know what I'm saying, myrrh, all that good stuff. You feel me? So,
can I respond again real quick then? Are you finished?
So when we talk about, again, slaves, yeah, everybody listening, when they talk about slaves, there weren't no slaves, bro. It was just people that were oppressed, that didn't want to be Christians, that were brought over here. Okay. But as far as the people that were here, that were hung by trees and dragged behind cars, those were the ones that were betrayed by the Brits, like I say, and the King, the Dukes, the Moors, the Anglo-Saxons that came here with them on the boat. And that's documented in written history, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, can I respond now?
Go ahead.
I appreciate you. I want to point out that you haven't spoke about anything about the economics. You haven't addressed it, and you haven't discredited the manifest. So now back to the point that I'm making.
The economics of what?
Hey, bro, I let you talk
The
for like
economics
10
of what?
minutes. I let you talk for 10 minutes, bro.
I asked you one question. I said the economics of what?
Of how Europe actually built up their economy off of the backs of slaves. Especially when we deal with like, or I should say, Britain.
Slaves or prisoners.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, look, bro. I'm trying to have a conversation with you, dude. And you know, I very rarely even want to talk to your ass. So please, bro, like, relax, man.
That's cool with me. That's what I'm giving it to you right now. So slaves or prisoners. I need you to pull
I would say I'm giving it to you too if all I did was try to dominate the conversation. Relax and let me respond, right? None of what you said addresses anything that I'm talking about. That's why you're getting angry, just like Lance did. I'm going to piss you off too before we get done. Don't trip. So now, back to the point that
you're not pissing me off. You're going to the
back to the point that I'm making, brother. Relax. I let you talk. Let me talk. Have some decorum. Get your ass whooped. Get this medicine. Now, just the point that I'm making. As it pertains to any of the Moors or any of these people that are brought over, and you're dealing with things that are happening before we get to the height of the transatlantic slave trade as it pertains to snatching Africans. I know this because the last thing that you end up with is 1619 in James 1547 or 1567. That's what causes them to stop doing the natives so bad. Look up a person, and I ain't gonna get out of the way because I gotta say that for my debate. But as it pertains to all of this shit, this is what you have no work against. See, I don't have to argue the Moor situation. Your history stops at 1619. It's like y'all forget what happens and how they really colonize and build up the Americas from 1650 up. This is insanity to me. You clearly see thousands of records. Now watch this. We see, and I can just keep going this fact around because this is the easy one. We see 150,000 slaves that were caught simply by the British anti-slave patrol between 1820 and 1870 that were sent back to Africa, that were set free because they were still running slaves. So you're telling me after the abolishment of slavery, at least on the books, that they were running more slaves then than they were before that? Hell no. They stopped over 1,500 vessels that were bringing slaves headed to the Americas. We have trials on the books in the Americas for men that were slaving after the slave trade was told to be stopped. So that means before that, they were allowed to do it freely. What about this? Don't y'all understand that between 1650 and 1807, and I'm being nice, stopping at 1807, that they easily brought over 100,000 Africans to the shores. And that doesn't negate the numbers of the Native American. Why can't you get that through your thick ass skull? No one is negating the situation between the Moors or the natives or any of that. None of that becomes material as to discrediting the transatlantic slave trade. That's why y'all don't ever want to have a conversation about what happens in South America, in Brazil, and especially in the Caribbean. These things are
how many people came during the Atlantic slave trade then? Since you keep talking about how many men came that's documented on that paper in Virginia. How many men?
In Virginia in 1619?
That's the documented Atlantic slave trade. Yes, in 1619. How many men?
I'm answering your question, brother. Relax. I wanted to make sure what you were talking about. I want to say that slave ship is the white lion. So it's anywhere from 20 to 26.
Go ahead and Google it. Go ahead and pull it up.
It's either, bro, let me answer the question, bro. Relax. It's either 20, 26, or 27. What's your point?
Okay. Now,
that's 1619.
Okay.
That's 1619. So now go discredit the thousands. Go discredit the thousands of manifests that we have that prove how many people they bought. Go to slavevoyages.com and start to discredit all those manifests.
Okay. Now, how many people did Christopher Columbus
Whoa. No, let me show you how this works.
I'm about to show you something.
You asked me a question. Okay. Now I'm asking you one. Which slave manifests are you discrediting that are on slavevoyages.com?
The one we speaking about now, the only one, the Atlantic slave trade.
There's not just
that everybody's speaking about.
Did this nigga say the only one?
Okay, speak about the other one. Bring that up.
Whoa. How many?
No. Ain't nobody else. Come on, brain.
How many voyages do you think happened, brother?
How many?
Okay. He's not talking about slave trades. He's talking about voyages in the slave trade.
How many voyages were said to have happened during the transatlantic slave trade, brother?
Oh, my headphones. I don't know how many.
We're talking over 12,000 voyages. 12.
How many?
You know what? I'll be nice. We're gonna say thousands. We'll just say thousands for right now, brother.
No. We're documented. How many?
Documented is thousands.
How many is that for?
There are thousands of voyages.
So it was thousands of voyages of them taking black men in slavery to America.
Either America or the Caribbeans or Brazil. Yes.
Okay, as slaves.
Yes.
So how did the brother find out everything that I said, bro? And I never even met the brother before.
No, hold on, Lex. When did I? And I'm gonna keep telling you the same thing. When did I tell you that I disagree with the majority of what you said? I keep telling you that I don't have a problem with the majority of what you said. I have a problem when you're telling me that the transatlantic slave trade didn't happen. What is wrong with your fucking brain?
I think that.
Let me say it to you again. No, stop. Let me say it to you again.
So basically, you saying that 20 men populated, 20 men populated, and brought all these.
Let me say it
to you. He's saying there are more voyages.
Let me say it to you. Let me say it to you one more time. A lot of what you're saying, I don't have a problem with. The problem comes in is when you say that they were not able to take Africans as slaves and bring them to the Caribbeans and the Americas. That's where we have a problem.
Bro, before the slave laws, slavery was prisoners, bro. These are prisoners. They're fighting over there.
Bro, why do we keep going through the same thing?
Okay, because I'm not thinking that they're being picked out of Africa.
Bro, I need you to stop and listen. Please stop and listen.
He's not getting it.
No, y'all not getting it. Just listen. Please listen. Lance, we've done this about 4 days in a row now. As it pertains to the slave laws. This is why I concede to you 1619 to 1650, 1660. You can have it. Before the slave laws, I'm not even trying to argue with you because it doesn't matter. From 1660 forward, that is when the majority of the Africans are brought to the North American shores. What can
it was only 20 people.
Wait a minute.
It was only 20-some people.
Hold on, bro. Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta listen. Because this is where y'all keep dying at. You have got to discredit that time period and all of those manifests that are saying that they're bringing Africans either directly from the continent to North America or from the Caribbean to North America, and those also came from Africa. What do you have that discredits that?
Okay, right now, Google how many Moors and Anglo-Saxons, men of color, like black men, came with England and the rest of those guys over here and took the land. And you
are y'all serious? Are y'all serious right now? Are y'all serious right now? So now,
you don't know history. Well, you don't know history, bro. You don't know history.
I clearly just showed I know history. So when we want to talk about, watch this.
I'm from Savannah. Look, bro, I'm from Savannah, bro, and they got landmarks.
We want to talk about how many more.
You ain't gonna tell me, bro.
Hey, come on, bro. If you gonna say I don't know what I'm talking about, then let me address everything that you keep saying because y'all won't address nothing I'm saying. I want to point that out. But I'm gonna address that. I'm addressing. No, you're not. So let me go ahead and address this. Stop it. Let me go ahead and address this. So as it pertains to the Moors or anyone else that are coming over here with these Englishmen, this is long before the height of the transatlantic slave trade. How many times do I gotta keep telling? How many
times? And that's a debate right there. And that's a debate right there. I debate you on that. I shut up and put up.
Stop talking and listen. That is before 1660. Do you know your history?
Yep, I sure do.
You bottom feeding basement troll. There's your ad hominem. That's the period.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm realizing. So it's at least 200 years for them to come up with whatever story they got, right? They have unlimited resources. But us little bitty niggas that's nobodies is able to find an alternate history. That should raise a brow for you niggas that's not privy, bro. We have found an alternate history that is not mentioned in school at all. That should make you look at the whole thing differently, bro, and stop accepting it. You should and analyze the whole situation once you find that there's an alternate history that shows us on top. That was here, but that alternate history is pre us as black people in America. You got to deal with that, bro. I'm not going to argue about no transatlantic slave trade. I don't have
right. Then I don't got to deal with what you say.
I don't have that type
because
of money
to fight because I clearly keep saying that what you're saying doesn't negate the transatlantic slave trade, and both of y'all keep saying you don't have anything that negates.
As I remember, they should teach Christopher Columbus didn't bring no niggas with him. John Armstrong didn't bring no niggas with him. The Viking dude, the white dude that read history the Viking, I can't think of his name.
Y'all can't be this.
He didn't never say that they brought any black. Bro, you ain't saying no type of history, bro. You just talking political style of shit. You ain't saying nothing about no dates, no times, or no people. You ain't bringing up no information, bro. You ain't bringing up nothing.
Clearly showed
you ain't saying nothing.
You ain't saying nothing. Clearly showed you history.
Nah.
And both of y'all keep saying
John Armstrong was a black settler, right? Worked by a white man.
I didn't even talk about
and the white and the white Armstrong, the white. So anyway, I'm going to speak. And the white Armstrong, he asked him, "Can you take me to the land where your people are from and help me bring them back?" And that's what he did. So he brought the people back from America.
Are you joining the league again?
Hey. You don't want to win me, bro. You ain't got
hey, bro, bring your ass to this league, nigga.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm telling you right now.
They don't like me, Lance. They ain't got nothing.
No.
That's all right. They don't like me.
Hold on.
They ain't got nothing.
I'm telling you right now. After I watch Madon in this debate, then I'll come back and I'll give you and Lance 2-on-1 in this debate.
You said how many little people out of name and he ain't named one person yet. You talk about political shit.
I don't have to.
Who did this?
I don't have to.
Man, he ain't named one person yet. You understand? I'm trying to name like 2 or 3 people, and I didn't even do this. I didn't put up. I didn't get deep into the computer yet.
Like it's gonna get ugly for you. It's gonna get ugly for you, bro, and it's gonna get ugly real quick.
How many people did Christopher Columbus take from Africa with him? How many people did he take from the military?
It's non-sequitur because it's not my
argument. How many people he took from America with him?
It's non-sequitur. It's not my argument. I never once said that Christopher Columbus brought slaves to the Americas. When did I say that?
But we're talking about thousands of voyages.
No, when did I say that, Christian?
We're talking about thousands of voyages, right? Remember
when did I say that,
Christian? Back and forth for slave trade.
Now you're moving to the voyages. Stick with Christopher Columbus first.
Hey, Nine, let me just ask you
this. That was a voyage, wasn't it?
Y'all niggas answer some questions.
No, I've been answering questions all morning.
No, you have not. You have not answered nothing that I put out about the transatlantic slave trade.
Are they taking
every time we talk about the transatlantic slave trade,
how are they taking?
Y'all overtalk me and y'all get mad because there is no answer to that. So I'm asking you. I'm asking you again. I'm asking you again. What do you have that negates the shit manifest from the 16?
All of this information that we
hold on from the 16. Listen. From the 1660s to 1807, what do you have that negates those manifests?
Nigga, everything we showed you is negating those manifests. Don't you understand?
Oh my God.
They're giving you numbers. We're giving you numbers. Our numbers prove us being here. Their numbers don't prove nobody being here.
Wow. Okay, brother. I'll save the rest of my debate.
Man, is you kidding me, bro?
I'll save the rest.
Hey, how long is the voyage from here to where they took the slaves?
And I keep telling you, it depends
like this. It only takes 6 months. Okay.
Allow me to answer his question. Allow me to answer his question, then I'll give it back to you, Christian.
So I keep telling you, it depends. If you're going directly to Brazil, that's a smoother route. So they can knock that out in about 4 weeks. If they come in from Africa to the Caribbeans, this would be a longer, harder trip. So it would vary depending upon the weather, the time of the year. It'd be anywhere from 6 weeks, 8 weeks, sometimes 11 weeks. The longer the voyage, the more likelihood it was that they would lose a lot of slaves and they would throw them overboard.
It takes 7 days to sail from Africa to America.
Okay, brother. How does that negate what was going on then? And
hold on. Where did you get that information from that you just
from various records of captains, various records of people who were on these slave ships, various surgeons, various
so just to show you how they lied to you.
Hold on.
How long it takes
Allow me to finish.
From Africa to America. Anyone.
And where did you get that information?
Does anyone please Google how long it takes to sail?
Hold up. When you do that, Lance, hold up. Are you going by modern times or are you going by exactly their time? That's what he's doing. Because let me tell you something. By their time, okay, sometimes it would take 6 months in the earliest stages. As you got into the 1900s, because technology advanced with their ships, it didn't take so long. And it all depends on the weather. You got to remember that in that area, tornado seasons were happening. So first of all, you and Christian need to do some research on the Middle Passage. There's several documentations from captains, the people who experienced this stuff, that wrote about this stuff in journals. Christian, you come back to the league if I could put a diaper on your ass, rip it off, and spank you with a goddamn switch. Because you talk too goddamn much. You and Lance need to form a team together. Y'all come up on here talking trash and y'all want to disrespect my teammate.
I know that ain't burning drawers. burning brick.
This is Yehukanan. That's who it is.
Yehukanan.
Oh, okay.
Y'all niggas not fucking with the language, with the knowledge that's coming on here. You only throwing up the basic knowledge.
All you gotta do is hold on. My homeboy has a debate, first of all. So my homeboy is not gonna put out all his information right now. That's one thing you gotta realize. He got a debate coming up soon. Now, Lance, all your information is basically your self-imagination. Unless you got some information that's gonna substantiate your claims and the things you're saying.
I ain't been doing nothing but showing books that's substantiating my man. Shut up,
dude. Your information is self thought up, made up. You made that junk up. It's in your imagination, Lance.
Right. Okay.
I was wishing that you was gonna be Domo, but the way you've been talking lately, bruh, you about to get toast, bruh. You better change, bruh. I told you, stick to the facts. Stick to what you can prove. Forget your dang sensationalisms. It doesn't work in a debate league, bruh. Stick to what you can prove, not what you believe.
I'm proving the facts that slave trade, the way they teach us, didn't happen, and I'm proving it. You're just not accepting it. If I can come up with an alternate history that's undebunkable, it should raise a fucking brow. But y'all want to keep with the fucking narrative? Go ahead, bro. It's gonna be more niggas like me coming up because we smart as fuck, and we the ones that's not being fooled.
Quick question. Why are you yelling and getting mad?
What do you say? If the very elect could be fooled.
All right, bro. So let's have this conversation real quick. So what makes you think this is an alternate historical timeline? That's strike number one. There's nothing alternate about the timeline. You're showing that you don't know the entire timeline. So for instance, when y'all start talking about the Englishmen and the Moors that are coming over here, and Christians asking me about Christopher Columbus, none of that is dealing with the timeline that I'm telling you that they brought the most Africans directly to North America. This is all I'm telling you about. But you guys don't address any of that, especially when you talk about the amount of slaves that came from Europe, and most of what you showed was people coming from Europe directly to the Americas. You showed a small portion of people that came from Europe to West Africa, right? And then, according to you, then they went directly to the Americas as well. So,
not according to me,
bro.
To what you
okay, that's fine, bro. And like I keep telling you, none of that discredits the transatlantic slave trade. Then I hear the pseudo shit about, oh, well, they didn't feed them. They were in the bottom of the ship and it was stinky and they wouldn't have, they didn't have no.
This feel good though. This feel good. Let's get me back. Hey,
all you gotta do is be cool, bro. All that cut me off ain't finna do nothing, bro. You just gonna have to sit there and wait your turn, little man. You ain't big enough to ride this ride yet. So back to the point that I'm making. They clearly put provisions in the bottom of the ships for the slaves. This is why they have clear-cut documentation about some of the slaves dying and all of these things, because if the voyage took too long, then they would run out of provisions for some of the slaves. Now, if you study like the ship, the Zong, study the Zong ship, right? The Zong ship case. This is a prime example about what really happened and how this thing heated up, how many slaves would be on the bottom of these ships, and what they would do to these slaves in order to make sure that they didn't lose the rest of their cargo. I'm talking about, we got manifest and documentation up the ass, and none of it has to negate anything that you're saying. That's why I keep telling you, you want to let these people turn it into native versus African. And I'm telling you that that's not the argument. They did both continents dirty as hell. And y'all can't get out of your own way long enough to see that. Nobody's negating the things that are going on with the Moors. Nobody's negating that there were Africans that came over here as indentured servants. Nobody's negating that there were blacks that owned slaves. What you're trying to do, though, is negate that they snatched several 100,000 slaves from the interior of Africa. And that is a travesty.
How did they do
disrespectful. It? How did they do what?
How did take the Africans? They got off the ship with the Africans got militaries. They're not bums, bro. The Africans have strongholds. So how did these so-called white people get off of the ship and go into the interior of Africa, bypass all the other fucking words to grab specific people and leave?
Wow. So
with no repercussion.
Can I answer it? Or do you want to keep going? I want to make sure you finish because I don't want you to cut me off. Are you finished?
No, I just need it. Just point it out.
So if you don't understand that you just painted the biggest straw man, the transatlantic slave trade narrative has nothing to do with white men marching into the interior of Africa, snatching other black men. Do you know that? That's a yes or no, then I'm going to finish. Do you know that that's not the narrative?
I know that.
So why then would you try to present that argument?
Because that's the narrative.
No, it is not the narrative.
You said it several times.
No, I have never said that these white men went and took. So now watch. Let me prove you to be a liar. I said
that the slave masters are white.
Stop lying. Stop lying. This is what I said. I always talk about the triangular slave trade. This is why I talk about the economics that are built up in Europe or in Britain. They show up with precious metals and they trade them with the Africans who were snatching other Africans and selling them. This is what creates the rise and fall of the economy in Africa because of the transatlantic slave trade. Bro, when I keep telling you that you are not equipped to have this conversation because you keep lying, we could have an amazing conversation if you would just tell the truth.
So how do you deal with the fact that the people who started the fucking sugar plantation and all that shit are the fucking people that came from France and Europe?
I don't have to deal. Why do I have to deal with that? What do you mean?
They're black.
Okay, great. That's what you're saying. So watch this.
That's what I proved.
No, wait. Watch this. Let's go out on a limb and say you're correct, Lance. So just help me out. What time period are these blacks that came to? So you talking about the plantations in the Americas or the plantations in the Caribbean?
Okay, so we got the first blacks.
No. Just bro.
Listen, bro. We gotta count them all together.
Bro.
We got the first blacks that came in 1619. They began to be the first colonists in America.
Oh my God!
They owned land and then slaves, right? 20,
okay.
Right?
Okay.
Right. Prior to that, bro, that's 1619.
Mm-hmm.
When the Portuguese sent the fucking 20, so that's before that. That's 2,000 Negroes. That's not slaves in America,
mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2,020 Negroes because they're grown now at that point. That's not slaves in America. How do you think they're able to do this? All right. Now you got the Huguenots that came 300,000 strong into America and other places, but most of them came to America. We've seen that information. right? Okay. We got the several voyages of the Jacobites being prisoners brought to Africa, then to America. Several voyages. King James went bankrupt doing this shit. So Charles V, I should say. So I would find that a problem with the narrative of slavery to account for all of these free blacks and also these prisoner blacks.
And I respond now.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I want you to know you brought up 4 different topics that I have to address. So please let me address them all. Is that fair?
That's fair. Can I just say this? Do you agree that they are all simultaneous?
No, they happen in succession. None of this is happening simultaneously. What do you mean?
It's happening simultaneous as the transatlantic slave trade is supposed to be going
okay,
down.
Okay, yeah. Now that's altogether possible. Yes. Okay, bet. So can I have the floor now?
Go ahead, please, bro.
All right, bet. So
hey, I come in peace. I'm smoking.
No, you don't. But I'm gonna slaughter this shit. So as it pertains to all of this, let's address it. So first, you talk about the 1619 slaves or the indentured servants that show up and become slavers and landowners. None of that negates what I talk about, because I'm talking about what comes and happens in 1660. Now, let's go back to, you said all of this, they set up these plantations or whatever, the Portuguese before that. Yes, the Portuguese come in the 1400s especially, and they start establishing plantations up and down the coast, and then Britain comes and they start doing the same thing up and down the coast in the Caribbeans, in Brazil, and then they move into North America last. And then on the opposite side, on the coast of Africa, going from Senegambia all the way down to Angola, they set up slave ports. Okay, they do this over the course of about 150 years. So by the time we get to 1600, there could very well be free black men that are being brought. I don't know that they're being brought to the number that you're saying. And if Madan brings that into the debate, I'll address that. But none of that, like I said, addresses what happens when we get to 1660. So now let me tell you how this becomes for sure what you need to address. Because you even say yourself, we don't have slave codes until after 1650 or 1660. Once we have these slave codes, these slave laws passed, this is when they start to turn this into an entire industry. They create more boats, larger boats, faster boats, lighter boats, to be able to be what we call hybrid vessels. And that's because they want to do the triangular slave trade, right? Look that up, because I'm not going to give... Yo,
I know what the triangular slave.
Yo, who's making noise while I'm talking?
Oh shit, that's my phone. Hold on. Calm down,
fam. So then we get to the triangular slave trade, right? This is why I keep telling you, your information. Here's the funny part. Now there are bits and pieces about your information that I would argue and push back on, but your information could be 100% right, and it still won't negate what happened to the Africans from 1660 to 1807, and then even beyond. And you know what? I'm going to start saying this: from 1660 to 1870. Understand that. Over 210 years solid of them snatching Africans and either bringing them to the coast of North America, or bringing them to the Caribbeans, or bringing them to Brazil, or being caught after it's been abolished and being sent back. That's why I keep telling you, I don't have to negate or destroy what you're saying, even though there are certain parts that I would take gladly take liberty with, and we can pick and choose which ones we want to have a debate with later, right? But I'm specifically talking about you saying that there are no Africans brought in the transatlantic slave trade. And then you tried to straw man me and say that the white man went into the interior of Africa and stole slaves, when we know that that's not the case.
So how did they get these things? How did they get them?
You clearly know that these, and I said it and I'll say it again, these Africans would take either people, and I said this to Christian, they would either sell their indentured servants or their slaves, and then they ended up becoming sold into perpetual slavery, or the European would pay certain kings to start wars with other tribes. This is also something that y'all don't understand. They were giving them guns, giving them rum, giving them different precious metals, little trinkets that we would call trinkets, but things that would make their life easier, like plates and spoons and things like that. This is what creates all of the economy around all of the slave ports up and down West Africa. They create cities all around these slave ports because the markets were so booming, brother. This was the entire this was part of the entire economy of Africa, right? That and then the trade of their gold as well. And then now watch this. Once their gold dried up some, and then they had a gold rush in Brazil, the Africans now have to get more and more involved in the slave trade because that was the biggest commodity that they had once these Europeans stopped wanting to buy and trade for their gold. See, I'm not playing no games when I'm saying that this happened, and that's why I say I don't have to negate anything that you're saying, even though I would pick certain things to argue about. But when Christian come on here and talk all arrogant the way he talking, and he's clearly missing huge chunks of history, and you know that, Lance. Don't cut him no pass on that. He's skipping around, trying to go from Columbus to when these people come and try to invade, and you're still 160 years early from when I'm telling you that this thing becomes devastating for the African. Y'all have to address that. And every time I ask you to address it, it's going to be the same thing that Madonna's going to do. You can't address it. You cannot address what happens on the shores of Africa from 1660 to 1870. It is atrocious. Why do we keep trying to act as though that didn't happen? Because I'm not telling you that the native is not enslaved. I'm not telling you that the native doesn't go through hell. But what I am telling you is that they clearly are snatching Africans. Well, I'll say this. Africans, because you want to play games, Africans are selling other Africans to the Portuguese, to the British, to the Dutch, and to the French. So they can go and fund labor on their colonies that they are setting up on Brazil in South America and in North America. Now, if you want to say that the initial people that set these up were black, first off, you got to prove that. But that does not negate what happens when Britain, the Portuguese, when the British, the Portuguese, the French, and the Dutch, and even the Netherlands, but people say that's the Dutch and we can go back and forth, whatever, when they all start to get involved. That's incontestable. They have records that are saying this, and they're not saying that to negate what happens to the native because they also admit what they did to the native. Why do you think you're telling me some alternative history, some alternative historical timeline that we don't know about when they attest to it? They attest to what they did with the natives. They attest to the problems that they had. Now, this fictional Moorish war, please show me that. I'll acquiesce to it if you show it to me. But even the Indian War, these various wars that even if Madame wants to bring that up in the debate, none of this negates what I'm talking about as it pertains to the transatlantic slave trade, brother. None of it.
Yeah, I need to see that Moorish War too, fam.
Yeah, bro. A lot of things that don't realize too, though, man. What we need to do is start looking at the Africans' narrative of the slave trade and all those things, man. Like you were saying, first of all, they weren't going to shoot us. They couldn't catch us, man. Let's be real, man. White folks just ain't really got the speed that we got, man. So they had to use these other Africans or these other black folks to catch us.
This video of it.
You know what I'm saying? So you need to go and look at what some of these African tribes, their history on the slave trade and how many people they marched, bruh. Like I got a homeboy who went over to Ghana, and they got some kind of symbol. I don't know if I believe it's in Ghana. They got some kind of symbol. I don't know if they give the numbers of how many people they had to march to the coast to send them away to the ships, bro, to say goodbye to the mugs, bro. Like, yo, real talk, man. Y'all need to still come with some stuff that substantiate things.
Everything I said is substantiated. Now, you can look at this book. It's called Blacks in the South, 1790 to 1880. Figure out who those people are, where they came from. You're going to find that those are Sephardi Jews. Even in the Greenwood, even in Virginia, even in all of these people are the same people. You niggas are.
Whoa. See, this is where we started our problem. So once again,
Does any of that negate the transatlantic slave trade?
Yes, bro. It's a problem with it.
No. Tell me how. Don't tell me it's a problem. Tell me how it negates.
When I say because, that means I'm about to tell you how, right?
I'm waiting.
Because all of these numbers,
I'm waiting.
Because all of these fucking numbers that's supposed to be slave numbers are fucking immigration numbers and prisoners of war numbers. And that's it, bro.
Bullshit.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Slaves ain't no goddamn immigrants, bro. Come on with the bullshit.
Hey, I ain't gonna front, bro.
Slaves are prisoners of war.
Hey, can we agree that I did my job this evening? Like, I'm not finna keep arguing circular with these yahoos. I can turn it over to you, Taz, you can, but I'm more than substantiated.
It took like he just did his damn thing, but I'm gonna
say what?
Be that Boris war first before I go any further. I got to see the war of the Boers. You know, I don't like this. You know,
war.
Fake history get under my skin, bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you.
This whole history is fake, bro. History is fake.
Man.
History is fake, bro. No white people never conquered us like they telling you, bro. They ain't doing no fucking wilderness and pulling no bunch of niggas out of. We have always been on top.
Why do you keep saying that? And I keep telling you that that's not the narrative. Why do you keep lying, bro?
Because he's
racist.
Why do you keep lying?
How do you get a million? When do the second million thing after the first million get on the ship?
He gotta paint the African like they didn't have no.
How do you get the second million on the ship after you get the first million on the ship?
What the fuck?
Bro, you don't put a million. Hold on.
What is the niggas gonna be like that? See the first million get on the ship.
Stop yelling. Now listen. You don't put a million people on anything. This is why I told you there are thousands of manifests of slave ships and slave voyages. This is not happening. Stop interrupting me.
That's all I said.
And then I ain't doing the problem. This the bullshit right here. Like this just how much
y'all ain't showed no history that the buck what you're saying is wrong.
Hold on, bro. I was talking. Y'all have no critical thinking skills at all. You contradict yourself within your own information repetitively and then lose no confidence. Now you're saying white people didn't conquer us, but then you say Africans sold Africans in the slave. So either you're painting a narrative like it was a whole
that ain't my narrative.
White people chasing us down, or that it was a mixed group of people. Black people traded on black people and sold them to white people as slaves. Why are you acting like white people have to come in the jungle and pull us out of mud huts? You're ignorant. But that's the narrative you want to paint about the African, that they were ignorant, mud hut, never.
So you agree that would have to be some type of war to get niggas to submit to slavery, right?
Man, you stupid ass nigga! I just told you this.
What did you say?
I told you that they were having civil wars. They were actually paying Africans to have wars with other Africans.
Okay.
What don't you understand about this?
So you said that
no, I didn't say that. This is what history shows. And I'm going to show you what my
show that Africans sold Africans.
Yes.
Right. But I showed you.
No, don't say right. Don't say right. That's what you always say when I catch you. Tell me
no, that's what I always say when you know I'm about to cut your ass. Because I showed you.
Prove to me that Africans didn't sell other Africans.
Because I showed you that the king of Portugal put motherfuckers in the west coast of Africa and on the islands, Angolia. All the motherfucking places over there were Jews that came from Portugal.
Bro, all you gotta do is show me.
Then I already did, bro. You gonna keep doing this every time, bro. You just don't want to accept the history.
That's why you mad, bro. I told you, I don't even have to negate your history for my timeline to still line up. Like, what is? Okay, now let me ask you this: since you're so fucking smart, how many boats are coming through the Middle Passage and working around in the triangular slave trade from let's be nice and say from 1650 to 1870?
Oh my God.
Bro, just answer the question. Since I'm so retarded, help me out.
0. None of the motherfuckers were slave ships.
I didn't say slave ships. I didn't say, nope, that's not what I said. I didn't say slave ships. And you're not going to hear me say slave ships in my debate.
What is it's nonsense when there know how many other ships going through there that wasn't slave ships.
Stop yelling, and listen. You're not even going to hear me say slave ships in my debate. I just told you we calling them vessels or hybrids or what they would call schooners or brigadiers or brigs, depending upon what ship it was. So I'm asking you, how many boats, how many voyages, how many ships do we see moving around in the Atlantic Ocean? Let me make this easier for you. In the Atlantic Ocean from 1660 to 1870. I'll wait.
So I have one right here.
No, I didn't say one. I said how many.
To transportations of slaves.
I said how many.
Have a ledger here. It says ships involved in the colonial trade were first required to be registered in 1696. Registered survived from 1786 and it's got indexes of these particular things. And it says only 4 volumes of Liverpool from 1739 to 1744 have survived for ships registered before 1786 because of a fire at Custom House. These registers are held by the Mary Stateside Maritime Museum. Okay, so you only got history from 1739 to 1774. What the fuck are you think you're coming with that's going to debunk this shit?
You finished?
There is no history of the ledgers. According to this shit,
all you gotta do is
nationalarchives.gov.
You ask me a question.
Hold on, let me tell you where it's coming from. Let me tell you where it's coming from because you have no history before 1739, my brother, and none after 1774.
I'm not finna yell and scream in my house to talk over you. All right, relax and show some.
Let me share this, why.
No, hold on. Before you run off and go crazy again.
I'm about to share this.
Now understand what you just did. You didn't answer my question. What you did was you went to one portion, which is in Liverpool, which is only Britain, and only dealt with whatever you see from Britain, and says, see, that negates it, even though they're telling you there's a fire that destroys the records. But let's be nice. Let's give you those records. Then we still got the Portuguese records. We still got the French records. We still got the Netherlands records. So some point in time, you're going to realize that your ass is cooked. So as we talk about this, and I'm going to ask you again, how many ships and vessels are moving around in the Atlantic Ocean from 1660 to 1870? You know why you're not going to answer it? Because you don't know. Because
you don't either, nigga.
Oh, I do. Wait. I do. I do, and I'm going to show you in my debate. Stop running your mouth for a second. Stop being so arrogant,
you gonna fucking go against this? You see what I got right here?
Stop being so arrogant, bro.
You're gonna go against the National Archive records, huh?
What am I going against now, bro? Since your ass can't read, let's play. Show me what I'm going against, bro. Because I see right now. Go back up. No, go back up. Watch this. I want to read this. No, go back up. Because you say I'm going against this. All right, stop right there. So it said Britain was one of the most successful slave trading countries. Together with Portugal, the two countries accounted for about 70% of all Africans transported to the Americas. Britain, hold on, but you said none of this happened. You told me I'm going against this.
Keep going.
Hold on, no, they're kicking your ass. Watch this. Britain was the most dominant. Watch this. Britain was the most dominant between 1640 and 1807. And it is estimated that Britain transported 3.1 million Africans, of whom 2.7 million arrived to the British colonies in the Caribbean, North and South America, and 2 other countries. And that's just Britain.
Go ahead.
Game over. You told me I'm going against this.
No, what did I say?
This is agreeing with what I said.
James did?
This is agreeing with what I said.
What did I say King James did?
Stop it. No, stop it. Is this agreeing with what I said?
You know what I said.
Is this agreeing with what I said?
Hold on. What did I say King James did?
I can't talk to your ass no more.
Yeah, I bet you don't want to. What did King James do, nigga? He took his family members and he took his followers from one
How do I keep using your information to prove what I'm saying, and then you get mad and start yelling? I keep using your information to prove what I'm saying.
Britain was the most successful
and you get mad and start yelling.
Country.
Now, how does this keep happening?
Together with Portugal.
How does this keep happening, bro? How do I keep using your information
You didn't start with my information.
How do I keep using your information?
You're just proving what I'm saying to be true.
Let's read it again. Let's read it again. So Britain, right? Highlight it for me because you like to highlight shit. Go ahead and highlight. So to you, no, the whole thing. Highlight the whole paragraph. So you're telling me that that paragraph proves your point and negates what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, let me read it one more time. Just so maybe I'm stupid. Britain was one of the most successful slave trading countries. Together with Portugal, the two countries accounted for about 70% of all Africans. So this is showing that they took Africans, transported to the Americas. Britain was the most dominant between 1640 and 1807, and it's estimated that Britain transported 3.1 million Africans, of whom 2.7 million arrived to the British colonies in the Caribbean, North and South America, and two other countries. Now stop before you yell at me and cuss me. Wait, stop. Hold on, stop. Hold on, bro. Wait, bro. Stop before you yell at me and cuss me out and do all that extra shit that you do when I make a point. Allow me to finish. Now, what this proves is my point that there are Africans that are taken from Africa and actually brought to the Americas. So before you go any further, Lance, may I please talk to Suave for 1.5 minutes? Is that okay with you before you cuss me out?
I just want to ask you one question.
No, I'll give you. I'll sit here. Hold on, no. I'll do all
think
that
about
for
the question while you ask.
I'll do all of that for you.
Who are these kings to these nations?
Bet. Okay, I'll answer that after I talk to Suave. Hey, Suave, you there?
Yo.
So this clearly shows how, because I want to make sure I ain't crazy now. This clearly shows how his information proves my point, correct?
I'm blew it up, man. Okay, I blew it up myself. It's okay. Well, Britain was one of the most.
Read what he got highlight. Read what he got highlight. Because he told me I'm going against the National Archives.
Accounted for about 70% of the African transported to America. Britain was the most dominant between 1640 and 1807, and it's estimated the Britain transported 3.1 million right to the British colonies. Yeah, that fits right on top of what A9 said.
Right. So I don't know
how that fit on top of what I say.
No, because you keep saying no Africans was brought here.
Yeah, you're saying. Well, if you change the terminology, yeah, because you saying them Africans were actually Europeans displaced in Africa or whatever the fuck. And you're saying, so hold on, you go by these numbers though, Lance?
Nah, I don't really know about these numbers, bro.
How many black Europeans you think were taken into Africa to be sold as slaves to the world?
You added stuff. I don't think they were being taken to be sold as slaves.
Okay. I'm sorry. What's the number?
I mean, you know.
Hold on, but did you just yell at me and say I was going against the National Archives?
I say over that period from
this is crazy, bro. I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm good, bro.
Give it about a good 1.5 million people that I can account for.
And what makes you say that?
Because all of the books that I read that show these numbers. I see that all of this stuff is happening simultaneously. So I can't see how.
What source makes you believe?
I'm telling you what made me say this. Oh, because the amount of people that's coming out of Europe, according to the ledgers, of John Mackey, the ones that's coming out of France, in 1745, the people that's coming from, I meant to first say the Portuguese, and then the people that's coming from the Jacobite uprising, they being sent over here, right? But the whole time, the African transportation company not making no money. These are free transports. So when you see who these people,
1.5
when I say when you see who these people are,
I get that. I just want the clip. 1.5 million. 1.5 million.
Yeah, that I personally can see in their writings that I can account for.
Okay, that's fine.
But I say that they're not slaves, bro. I think that it's something going on with Charles V and his peoples, bro, and he's taking their people over here. And because the Jews the Sephardi had already been out and in the world, they already set up trading networks. It was easy for them to start transporting people that was going through this religious persecution. They were Jews. Yes, mulattoes and blacks and darks and lights. And when they say these Africans, bro, I'm seeing these Africans are actually Jews being put in Africa by earlier, 200 years earlier, by the fucking Portuguese. So all of the people all over the world being persecuted, like, you think they're Africans, bro. I think it's the same fight. Everybody is the ones that's being persecuted, so-called persecuted, are Jews. And somebody orchestrated us to be in the new world.
Okay, brother, where are they being taken from?
Europe. Some parts of Africa. But they're not taken. They're not.
Hold on, wait, stop. So this paragraph that's highlighted is a lie then, correct? According to you.
Yes, because it's a narrative.
So then it's okay. So you can sit here and go against the National Archives, but if I do it, it's blasphemy. And I didn't go against them. Hold on, wait. I'm doing it with other books. Listen, bro. Listen, relax and listen. Now, mind you, I didn't go against the National Archive, right? All I did was say that there were Africans that were brought here. But I used your source to show what was happening, and now you're telling me that this source is wrong. Do you understand how we enter into a point where I can't keep having a conversation where I view you as trustworthy? Because you pick and choose. You pick and choose what you want to. You pick and choose what you want to give credibility to. And I'm not even arguing against your argument. I'm not even making an argument against your argument. I'm just strictly.
I'm not even going to say it's not to cut y'all off. I actually been paying attention the whole time, and that is exactly what just happened.
Right.
I've been sitting here paying attention the whole time. Right. I've been quiet. I've been chilling. I ain't want to cut nobody off, but that is exactly what just happened. Because the thing that I'm waiting to get back to is the question that was asked before the National Archives was pulled up, was about how many slave ships it was. And that never got answered.
Didn't get a chance to. So we have the manifest and everything shows, some say 12,000, I say about 10,000. And we talking about from a time period of going from the 16th century to the 1800s. And we have manifest and documentation, not just from the captains, but from these countries themselves in their archives. And I'll bring that out in my debate. These countries actually have archives that were showing all of these things that are happening in their maritime law, like in their ports, especially as it pertains to like Liverpool, Bristol. I'm gonna bring out some deeper stuff when we get into France, and the Portuguese especially. Like this is an entire industry for them. This is why it's called the triangular slave trade. It becomes a red herring to say that these white people showed up, jumped off the boats, went and grabbed people out of Africa and then brought them to the Americas. That's nowhere near how it happened. I don't know what school y'all went to. That's not even how I was taught history, right? Africans did sell other Africans into slavery. Now, if you want to say that these Africans were Jews, I mean, that's your narrative, bro. They still getting snatched from Africa and getting brought over here as slaves. I don't have to argue with you about who is free and who's not at different points in times, because my point is that we do know that there was a slave class of African, whether you're identifying them as Jews or not, that is brought over here and put into bondage. We know this. That's incontestable, bro. That does not negate the native population. That does not negate the native struggle or the native fight or the free black men and women that came here. That's why I'm asking him how many ships were in the water, and he don't know.
Yeah, I got that part. I got that part. My theory is how I see how it kind of like it shifted from that question into the National Archive, which had really no level of actually being part of the question.
Yeah, let's see what the National Archives say. What you mean?
I mean, it really didn't have any context to deal with the question, but it does have some information there, but it just didn't have anything to do with the question and the actual, thing that was going on at the moment. So I was trying to get back. I'm trying to gather everything in to see where it was going, and it kind of just went off course.
Well, no, I was showing him a point that whatever information that he said he got, that how far back he can go of the slaves coming from England. Well, he only can go this far because they even attest that it's only this much information. So if you're saying you're going back this far from motherfuckers coming from England, you're lying. That was the significance of showing that part.
Bro, I'm not even arguing about slaves coming from England. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this is where I get confused. Like, what are you talking about?
The triangular. So
there are no. Listen, bro. The triangular slave trade does not attest to a bunch of slaves coming out of England. They're bringing materials.
My narrative for you to know
bro, this is why you can't understand, because you won't stop talking, bro. They're attesting that they are bringing metals and all types of grains and different things to sell on the coast at the various slave ports on the coast of Africa in order to get slaves and then bring them to the Americas, then to get goods from the Americas and bring them back to Britain to convert and sell, especially things like sugar and tobacco and goddamn cotton. Like, what don't you understand?
I understand a lot more than you, brother. And this is what I'm just trying to get.
You say you understand a lot more than me?
Yes. Do you see the triangular?
That's the problem, bro. Like, you trying to make this about a piston contest. That's not what this is about at this point. This is about, please.
The triangular trade.
Okay, bro.
The triangular slave trade.
Yeah.
I want you to see with the narrative that you're taught and the narrative that I'm telling you is that there are King James people coming from Europe, bro. And Portugal, the same people that was the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Jews and Moors that left Spain, they fled into Portugal. They had power and money. Okay, those are related to the people that was in France and Germany and Russia and England and America and Canada. All of these people are related. They had a tight network that allowed them to convert their people from one part of the world to another part of the world. I showed you all of these Sephardi Jews to show you that these people are the people. I showed you the black people that showed you they had two Sephardi parents to show you that there are no difference in the looks of these people than us. It's some kind of way. I'm able to see what happened because I was searching my history and I see how it all looks. I introduced that hoping that y'all can see it, but you want to keep the narrative that they told us that makes us look, instead of a mighty, strong people, intelligent people, part of a network of motherfucking seafaring traders that actually did do the shit that is written. You feel what I'm saying? You're not accepting it because you want to be the victim. I don't want to be the victim.
Fake history, bro.
No, I ain't showed nothing fake. Ain't nothing you can attest to. You can't go against nothing I showed.
Miss me with that fake history. Miss me with that fake ass history, trying to hinge it on something pro-black. That's you got me fucked up now, nigga. Just because motherfuckers ain't buying that bullshit you teaching, that don't mean we want to be attached to no victim narrative, nigga. You got your mind.
Well,
your shit don't add up, nigga.
Your people was conquered and enslaved.
No, bro. History says that they were enslaved and conquered.
Right, but I'm showing an alternate history. That history is showing that is not that we've been enslaved and conquered.
Right. Okay, so your alternative history does not line up
but it's not my history. I'm showing you history. It's not my history.
No, bro. There are other sources that debunk your version.
That's because it's written from America. These histories are European histories.
What?
You're reading American history. I'm showing you European history.
And that's probably the problem.
That's not the problem, bro. Why would they say, man? All right,
that's more than likely the problem. You're trying to discuss American history with someone who does American history, but you're cloaking it with European history. Whatever you know about Europe is off the table.
The old world is Europe. The new world
Whatever
is
you're talking about with Europe is off the table once you get to America. Stop trying to push
crazy.
history on America.
The old world, bro. Everybody left the old world to come to the new world, bro. What are you talking about? It's the same history. These motherfuckers didn't fall out the sky. Nobody fell out the sky, bro. They came from somewhere.
They just said everybody left. That's a fall out the sky scenario. Everybody ain't left nowhere. You just say stupid shit. Everybody ain't left no fucking where.
What are you talking about?
You said everybody left to come to the new world. That is a fictional, over-the-top, grandiose statement that we could just stop there and say everybody like who, bruh? Everybody left the old world lands. Everybody. There was nobody left in the old world. Like, we could literally stop.
Well, I'm saying people that are in the new world come from the old world.
Bruh. And that does not change any of the conversation. Once you arrive here, you have a different understanding of what's happening here as opposed to what you're going to apply from your European understanding. Like, you really do have this infatuation with Europeans, bro. I don't get it.
Bro, they rewrite the history here, bro. While we were children, we were being taught that history that was rewritten.
I very rarely can tell you something I learned in school that still applies as far as history goes. That's true. The things that you learned in school is like really the lowest level basic things apply, like presidents and shit like that. Other than that, what we talking about is
arguments in elementary, bro. Niggas really want to attack education. In the 3rd grade, you was indoctrinated. Everything. Like, hold on, fam. Wait, what? I learned math, my letters. I learned all type of shit, man.
Yeah, man. But once you go start learning in a direction, it's easy to just keep going in that direction.
And he's so crazy. Like, okay. All right. I'm going to just keep going.
Here's the thing, bro. I'm not bringing you my thesis. I'm showing you other history. No, I'm not making it
up.
The
National Archive.
I'm paying attention to what you're saying, but some of the
hold on, man. We're just listening, like, bro. You brought the National Archive. The National Archive does not support your narrative. I mean, like you just throw sources out. No, the National Archives does not. The National Archives support the transatlantic slave trade, bro. Not that shit you talking about.
Right. Didn't I tell you that it's a parallel?
No, there is no parallel.
It is, bro.
I need to smoke.
Okay, so what's the parallel for Amistad? What else was going up parallel?
According to Christian, Amistad didn't happen.
That's absurd. I mean, that's just
Amistad was a sailor. And that whole court case that we know about, that's absurd,
bro. Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking Supreme Court case. I mean, this is fucking absurd that he can say shit like that. Like, fuck, bro. I mean, it's fucking absurd, bro. That's like saying, like, if Brown versus Board of Education didn't happen, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, your version of history can't be they lied and then leave it at that. It's got to be they lied and then you have to
prove it.
Provide evidence that shows they lied. I do a lot of they lied streams, bro. Like, I do a lot of them. And there's a requirement of proof for that. It can't just be they lied. Trust me. No, nigga.
No. I showed, this is a 2-day-old thing, right? All day yesterday, I showed y'all nothing but shit out of book. Showing you everything I was saying.
Bro, I'm the last person that gives a fuck. Like, nigga, that these other niggas might press
today I came
like,
with
look
the
at this passage. No, nigga, anybody can write a fucking book. Show me some emphatic
shit is fucking from the 1800s. What other fucking history book can you read from?
Show me some emphatic proof. If you got a book, you better have a source on top of that book, nigga. I don't give a fuck what somebody wrote, nigga.
Oh,
wrong person, nigga.
That's on y'all, bro.
Right. You have no undeniable proof of what you say.
My presentation.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. You're talking to somebody who goes to places to see it, so I can find the undeniable proof. You're not just gonna tell me that, for example, that there's a huge rock monument in the middle of Georgia that talks about 500,000 people being left on Earth. No, nigga, I gotta see this shit.
I gotta see the Georgia Guidestones.
Right. You're not going to tell me that 100,000 slaves were thrown down into a pit in Mississippi. No, nigga, I'm going to look at that shit. I went to the Devil's Punch Bowl to do a whole goddamn video debunking the narrative that the white man said. I went there to do that. I went to the motherfucker to debunk it from there, nigga. You talking to somebody you can't just put some bullshit in front of. Fuck. And I debunked that white man there, nigga. If y'all ain't ever seen my video, y'all need to check that shit out, nigga. That white man told us some bullshit.
Damn.
Oh, what you talking about?
The Devil's Punch Bowl, the concentration camp they had under the little mountain in Mississippi that didn't nobody know about. The white man talked about it, but the way he explained it and where it was is not where he said it was, and it's not the story that he was telling is off historically. And so you almost have to go to see why it's off. He had people all back in the woods pointing that shit when the historical documentation said a wall was right there for them to put people at and hide them. Well, if you go, you'll see literally a wall right there, right across the fucking Mississippi River, bruh. It's almost unbelievable according to the historical account. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, okay, well, yeah, this is obviously what they're talking about. But you have to go there to see it, bro. It's literally just a walled off area where if you're standing at the top of the mountain over the cliff, you can't see it's a whole area, damn near a whole city underneath. And like I said, the historical records pan it out. But what the white man was telling us that was out there talking about it, he was off in the woods somewhere in the places where he's saying that the Devil's Punch Bowl was. Nigga, you can't even take a step out before you fall into a gorge or, you know what I'm saying, some deep ass valley. I mean, because this shit is fucked up, bro. Like you step out into one little piece of woods wrong, nigga, and you fall in 25 feet. So that couldn't have been the Devil's Punch Bowl. There's no way. But he's pointing into woods, and that's not what the historical account says.
And he want motherfuckers to walk through the woods and fall looking for the Devil's Punch Bowl. Or you found it.
Yeah, we didn't just step out and walk through because you can clearly see you're not supposed to walk out there. I mean, you get out the car, bro, and it's like the road is really small, so you ain't really got nowhere to go on either side. So you can't miss it. You can tell he's off. And so, I went twice because the first time we went, we found it, but we found it after 4 or 5 hours of trying to understand what it was that was put out there. You know, we done drove all the way down here, nigga. I want to see what the fuck is going on. So I go read some more shit and we go back a second time. And that's when we finally figured out, like, okay, here's the wall. They built a fucking casino down there, though. So they built a casino where you drive down into the casino and you miss everything because, again, the wall blocks off the casino. You know what I'm saying? So you don't see none of this shit. It's a park right there where you go look out. You look out, you see the other side. It looks nice and great over there, but you never know down there beneath is where the fuck they was talking about. It's not taught. You know what I'm saying? And so the historical accounts of it say it happened. You can go look and see it happen. But if you're just listening to somebody else, you ain't gonna know, dog. You're gonna take somebody's word for it, be like, damn, that's fucked up. No, nigga, I want to see that shit.
You got a video on that shit?
Yeah.
Shit, I want to see that shit.
Let me see. It's called matter of fact, I just dropped it in the chat. I'll go get it and drop it in the chat.
Yo, so I'm just gonna point this out. At this point, like, if this was a debate, I'd have won 3 times over, 4 times over, right? I'm gonna do more than this to Madonna. Like, y'all gotta do better, bro. Are we really to the point where y'all gotta do better, fam?
You totally lost yesterday and today.
I know, I got it, bro. But y'all gotta do better. And the reason y'all gotta do better. How can? Because I don't want to share my debate with you. I'm not showing any documents.
I mean, you ask some questions.
Show up on the 4th, right? Show up on the 4th. You'll see plenty of documentation. Here's the funny thing you can't do though. You can't debunk anything I'm saying without the documentation. You're actually showing work and paperwork, and your documentation is affirming my narrative. So once we get to that point, bro, like it's game over. Bro, it's good, man. I'm gonna let you say you won and all of that. Give me a second, and I'm gonna jump off so you can talk crazy.
I still want to know how many slave ships it was, whatever ships it was, or how many ships it was. I'm still stuck on that.
I thought I answered that question for you.
Yeah, 12,000.
No, you asked the question, but
he's not gonna answer that question, bro.
Oh, me? I don't know about no fucking slave ship, brother.
He's gonna tell you that they didn't even exist.
Bro, you can't, but that's what I'm saying. How do you get so deep in the conversation and then drop out like, oh, no, I mean, because that matters, bro.
Want me to qualify some numbers that I don't believe in?
Yeah, you have to say something, debunk the numbers.
Not qualified. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Debunk. How do you know the information if you're trying to debunk it?
Because I'm showing you the African Transportation Company belong to some people that are relatives.
That's all right.
Of the people they shipping. That's what I'm showing you, bro. And I show you how he goes bankrupt by doing it.
That's what's up.
Come on, bro. Y'all overlooking what I'm saying.
Not really.
This is horrible, bro.
Yeah, I put them videos in the back, man. They back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and
like,
watch
damn, bro, like this, and this is what, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is what you telling me you think I should be teaching my child?
Nah, because I'm still compiling information, but I know what I know.
Wait a minute. So now you saying you ain't even compiled all the information. All of this is still a theory you put together, and you can't debunk anything I'm saying. All you have is what you consider to be a counter narrative, when I'm showing you that both of these things could have happened easily simultaneously because of all the maritime activity that's happening in the Atlantic Ocean. Do you not understand that?
I understand what you're saying, bro, but I choose to actually contend the narrative that you can easily say you just admitted. Yeah, okay, it's possible. I'm not going to contend with that narrative. You're even privy to some of the information before I even said something about it. So no, you're not going to fight that because you're aware of some of this information. However, I totally contend with their information because you have so many of us that were not slaves.
Ain't no slave.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't have even my friends, if your family members in the fucking census before 1890, nigga, they not slaves, bro. Sorry. They got first and last names, not slaves.
Bro, hold on. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. What are you qualifying that with? Slaves were in the census before 1890. Excuse me, former slaves would have been in the census before 1890.
When you got home slaves.
Hold on. Say what?
Former slaves would have been in the census before 1890.
No, they wouldn't have.
Yes,
what do you mean?
They would have been a first name property thing. They wouldn't have had no last name.
The 1890?
Before 1890.
What do you think happened in 1890, man? You're just throwing a year out there like you know who the fuck you talking to, nigga. What the fuck happened in 1890 to change something? The 100 years anniversary of the census. Since you just want to play with motherfuckers who know shit. I'm the wrong person, bro, at Black American history. 1890 denotes nothing. Slavery ended in 1865. The first census with black people on it would have been 1870, and those would have been former slaves. What are you talking about?
Bro, there is no slaves, and I'll show you, according to motherfucking Ancestry.com, nigga, if you have
Ancestry.com got slaves together.
Let's just stick with the National
Archives. If you have a fucking ancestor on census before 1890, you no longer need to look in the slave category.
In 1890, there is no slave category. Slavery is over. It's been over for 25 years. What are you talking about?
But the census wasn't taken again until when?
The census was taken in 1870 and 1880. Now we got 1890. What are you talking about? When do you think the census is taken? Oh, Lance, man, you got to do better with your information.
I told you got to do better, bro.
I'm writing it down now because I'm gonna cut you with it. I'm gonna let it come from the horse's mouth. Go ahead.
All right. I'm sorry. What are you going to cut me with? I need you to cut.
Horse's mouth.
No.
That's what he said. He gonna cut you with a horse.
Wow, you ain't shit.
Ooh, shit.
And you know the saddest part, bro? Like, you ain't even got to attack his narrative to make the rest of it make sense.
And he can't attack yours. That's the problem. You don't gotta attack his, and he can't attack yours.
I'm not necessarily attacking him, but what I'm doing is showing him how there are parallels.
No, you're trying, but you can't. You're saying the slave trade never happened.
Way I told
that's attacking the slave trade. If I've ever
gave it to the earth, and now it's the same math. It's going to show that it's going to look the same because the outcome. You know what I'm saying? They just took the. Yeah, bro.
It's not even close to the same math, though. That's the other bad part.
Like, not even close at all.
Nowhere near, bro. What are you talking about? This shit retarded, man. I can't do this shit no more, man. I'm smarter than
you
this.
can do this shit some more.
Oh man.
I mean, see, my thing is, I'm receptive to new information when you have it, but you can't just pop out with shit and call it new information and say, well, y'all won't listen. Well, niggas bullshit. Like, come on, bro. Like, niggas listening, bro. This shit ain't falling. It's not falling through, bro. This shit is bad.
Slaves are listed by owner, not individually. Listed by column, number, and numerators recorded the following information.
Hold on, are you sharing screen? Or you just reading?
Name of owner, number of slave. Each owner's slave was
so we don't even know what he read.
A number, not a name. Numbering restarted with
what do you read?
Owner.
I guess we gotta ask.
United States Census Bureau.
Okay, and you saying what now about slaves?
They were.
And this is the 1890 census, right?
No, it's 1850.
Right. I know.
I was about to say, nigga, you can't be reading. You can't be dealing with the 1890 census. You know why he can't be dealing with the 1890 census, right, Terrence?
Why?
Absolutely.
Why?
Yeah, okay. I was about to say.
Hold on. Why?
It ain't no motherfucking slaves.
There's no slaves.
Stupid ass nigga, man.
There is no slave.
That nigga just repeated
in
what you said.
1890, I told you that.
Oh shit!
Wicked.
When do the slaves get off of the census?
I didn't hear that blood, bro.
Man, I'm
1870.
Slaves get off the census in 1870?
Yes.
And what did I say? If your parents was on a census before 1890,
yes,
they were not slaves?
Yes. That's what you said.
Was I correct or not?
You were wrong.
All right, let's do it again.
He's a goddamn moron. He's just gonna
if your parents are on the census before 1890, full name, they're not slaves.
Your parents could be
all the way up to 1870.
Bro, listen, bro. This is what I need you to understand. Your parents could have been on the census before 1890, and then before 1860, and then your ass got captured in the South somewhere, and they put your ass in slavery. Like, I don't know what type of American you come from or live in,
I don't
bro.
know what you're talking about, bro.
I just don't, bro. Like, you just throw information around like this ain't a country with a lot of history.
There you go with that motherfucking. We didn't have no guns. We was captured in America.
Who said that, bro? Now, what the fuck are you talking about?
He just had a seizure. Hey, that nigga just had a seizure, bro.
Yeah, we was captured in America and put back into slavery, possibly in the South. You possibly could have been.
It happened to people, bro. Are you
That's
telling me
movies,
that
man. Shut up, bro.
Are you telling me that didn't happen? Excuse me. Are you telling me that didn't happen to people?
So, motherfucking slavery was over.
Right.
They let you go. Then you get captured again and put back in slavery.
No, not slavery was over. We're not once slavery was over, slavery was over. We're not talking about once slavery was over. We're talking about free people during slavery could have easily been snatched up, kidnapped, and taken down south and put into slavery. That's a real concept. That's why people
slavery
had to go with slave papers.
Right?
What?
When did slavery end?
Bro, come on, man. How many times we got to start this? 1865.
Oh, is this serious right now, bro? Like this crazy.
Like, bro, you supposed to know this shit if you're gonna be in these type of conversations, bro. We can't keep going backwards.
I can't.
And I'm a listener because I pay attention to every damn thing.
Nothing to my manners, baby. So, what I said was correct again. If your parents are on the fucking census before 1890, they were not slaves.
Hey, hey, no, fuck this. Let's have a little fun. Do you know what happened in 1921? Is it 21 or 23?
Well, you got Rosewood and Tulsa in both of those years.
Yeah. Do you know what happened in 1921 to the majority of the 1890 census? By the way,
was it burned?
Yeah, like, bro. Why would you refer to an incomplete census for us to even start referencing about these things? What are you doing?
What 1921 census did I mention?
No, that's not what I said. You big illiterate. Listen, bro. 1921, the majority of the 1890 census got burned. So you're referring us to an incomplete census. The reason I know this is because I did my ancestry work on Ancestry.com, and I had a problem once I got to 1890.
Everybody did.
That fire at the Capitol building. I forgot about that, bro.
Right. Which leads us to most people having to go, and then you go to 1880, and then you start getting into the slave schedules, which starts to get real fucked up, bro.
That's good shit, A9. I forgot all about that fire at the Capitol.
Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. Why is he referring us to an incomplete census?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I know that shit was burned.
Right.
What census are y'all talking about?
The 1890 census.
That is that specific census. I forgot all about that fact. You know what I'm saying? That's not something.
He said, what census are y'all referring to? That is crazy.
I don't even get it. If
your parents, the one you brought up, nigga.
You brought up a census that don't exist.
Your parents' full name and last name are on a census before 1890. They were not slaves.
All right, bro. I mean, if you say it enough time, you know what I'm saying? Real talk.
I mean, it sounds good, but if your parents are on a census, let's say in 1880, you know what I'm saying? Like, that does not get, like, because a person in 1880, let's say, would have been, let's say, 15 years old. So you telling me that a person on the census that had a child at 15 years old couldn't be possible? Some of that shit is just illogical, bro. You're making statements that don't matter. Because
I'm making a statement that's directly from the damn from the chill out, bro. That ain't my word.
Well, no, I know what they're doing. They're using math. They're using the math from 1865 to 1890, knowing that the first census wouldn't have came out till 1870. I got what they're saying. I know exactly what they're saying. You don't. You don't understand there's a loophole in what they're saying. I do, because I already know that information. You don't.
Right. Why do everybody keep telling you that you don't understand the information, bro?
I don't know why the fuck y'all niggas keep telling me I don't understand my information. You don't fucking understand my information.
I know that's damn wrong.
Right. Well, you telling us about how we're mistaught. So you have to understand, that concept in, what you're showing. I don't think that you're completely all the way just crazy. I think what you're reading is just, it's all over the place. You're not bringing it together on a timeline a lot of times. Like, a lot of times we'll be talking about the Civil War and you'll be back in 1600, like snap your finger and you right back there talking about Jamestown or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's all scattered.
You don't get that? Oh, no, man. Oh, all right. Hey, I want to make a correction. What's on my mind? I said the blue bag earlier, prior to the 20th century, but I was wrong. It was the blue vein test.
That's all you want to correct?
To show your social cast whether you
it's like 40 minutes. You got this window. Go ahead. You got 40 minutes.
It just came to me. I was trying to think about it, and it was the blue vein.
Okay, gotcha. But just understand that a lot of your information is like that, though, bro. We're like people telling you as you're saying it and trying to stop you from like walking deep in, and you go on a deep end, you jump off the bridge, and then you have to come back later and say, well, that wasn't right. Most of the time you don't, though. So I'm just glad you did come back and clarify that you were wrong about that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm disappointed, man. Like,
I mean, we have been saying that for the longest, and then, sheesh.
Well,
like this is bad.
Look, you won't have to hear my pseudo information because Sunday will be again.
Hey, look, bro, don't hit us with this self-pity shit now, bro.
Sunday gonna begin the new lands, bro.
New administration in
No, Sunday is when he starts spreading the propaganda to the masses.
That's what it's about to pop on.
That's when it starts.
You will not hear me say that shit on here, not ever a fucking again. Watch these fucking ratings pop off. Because this is what the people want to know. The truth.
So I'm you got to debate that bit, because here's and I ain't trying to get you to get deep into your debate or nothing, but what does this have to do with your debate?
Absolutely.
You asking me?
No, Lance, because he's saying Sunday. Ain't that his debate?
No,
debate
Sunday is the day that he starts going live on his own channel,
okay.
like he Dane Calloway.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that after the debate, people was gonna know.
I thought that too, but no.
My debate.
I'm bringing some niggas over there, Lance, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't gonna fly, bro. Them niggas gonna flame you, bro. If you start talking that European shit, bro.
Nigga, I'm only gonna read information, bro. I'm only gonna read information.
I'm gonna bring them niggas through there, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, niggas gonna start firing you, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm just gonna have the books on. I'm just reading the books, bro. That's it. Niggas can.
Who are these authors, though, Lance? Who are these authors?
That's another great question.
We'll find out Sunday. I have a slew of books, bro. Lots and lots.
I'm just not the one that you can just lay out. Hey, I read a book and ... I just, I need the book too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see that motherfucker too.
If you know what, if I can figure out how to post a book at the bottom of the thing. Oh, how would I do that?
So you finna go live and take over YouTube with the information, Lance? That's what you over here propagating to these niggas?
That's what he's saying, brother.
I'm just saying they're either gonna hear it firsthand or they're gonna hear it secondhand.
Right, so you're gonna be here to give it
to hear it.
So basically what you're saying is we beat you up so bad that you gotta go create an echo chamber.
No, nigga. This is I've been saying this for this is the year that I said I was gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Told you I was gonna do it.
It's where pseudo is the home of pseudo. That's what it's gonna be. The fucking home of pseudo. Bring your pseudo ass in here so I can cut your shit up and tell you that your shit not real. Your shit not real. My shit is real. This is the pseudo that becomes science. This is the pseudo that becomes the new law.
My shit is real. My shit is raw. My shit is authentic. You can't spell pseudo.
So let me get this clear. Just so I got this clear. You're telling me that the stuff that you shared over the last 3 or 4 days
is going to come out and debunk and negate the transatlantic slavery trade.
Absolutely.
Get the fuck out. All right, bro.
I'm showing you that you got people coming from Scotland, Ireland, and England.
Don't go over no.
Hold on, you see the Hold on, you see the triangle? Everything in the triangle is what I said.
Okay, bro. I will show up and cook your ass on your own channel,
bro. Thank you.
Just know that I will show up and cook your ass.
Bro, everything in the triangle adds up.
Everything in the triangle, what you mean?
The triangle
to Africa to America. It's laid out, bro.
Oh, God. This can't be real, man. Y'all I promised y'all, like, y'all motherfuckers done got together, sit back, said, how can we fuck with A9? You know what? Let's just have Lance say all this dumb shit and then have him validated by himself, even though it's clearly being debunked. Who's just gonna sit back and laugh at this?
That's why I'm doing that. Ain't no debunking it. You gotta come. We'll do the debunking on Solar Vision, nigga, but I'm doing the teaching on.
Wait, hold on. They ain't gonna open up your panel on your shit.
I'm gonna do the debunking on Solar Vision, and I'm gonna do.
No!
Wait a minute. So you're not gonna open the panel up?
I'm only doing the teaching over there.
He gonna debunk our information on his panel. He gonna invite us on to debunk our information on this panel, but then he'll discuss his information over here to get debunked. But when he discusses his information over there, it's clearly a lesson.
Nah, he said he never gonna talk about it over here again.
Yeah, this only debating over here.
So what?
Yeah, he said he ain't gonna talk about his information over here.
This is a debate league, bro. This ain't no teaching league. Oh, yeah, this is a debate league. You don't give a fuck how smart a nigga is over here.
As soon as I came in here, so I said, okay, let's see what's up going on.
I'm like half of the mission is knowing you might have to teach something. What do you mean?
Yeah,
like part of.
I feel like I teach during my debates. I don't give a damn.
Hold on a second. Hey, now let me say this before I forget it, nigga. Nigga, half the fucking point of for real though, bro. Wait a minute, nigga. For me, half the fucking point of debating is knowing you might have to teach the motherfucker listening. Like it's people listening that have no idea what you're talking about, and you might have to be able to teach them this shit from scratch in a 10-minute premise round. Can you do it? That's what debating is to me. If you ain't able to teach what you're talking about, you just sitting there talking.
Yeah, that's stupid. Here's an issue. When it comes down, I learned that over here, when it comes down to debating, we're only going to debate things that are already known.
No.
Yes.
You're not.
We're only going to debate things that are already popular.
Fucking Michael Jordan is not the GOAT, and Marcus Garvey is a goddamn scammer. Nigga, so my first two debates were against things that are well known. It's well known that Jordan the GOAT, and it's well known Garvey's the GOAT, nigga.
There you go.
So that's false. What you're saying is false. I came through the door. My first two debates were against two well-known, accepted concepts.
That's what I said.
I thought you said the opposite.
No. I said I am only over here. I am only going to debate things that are popular.
Why? Why would you?
I'm going to debate when I'm going to win it. I know I'm going to win that shit. We just debating. I'm a teacher on my channel.
I'm lost. I'm completely confused at what you're saying.
I think what it is, Taz, my bad, because I just stopped in.
You good, man.
Either you misunderstood what he said, or maybe he didn't understood what he said. Because to me, it sounded like this is what it sounded like he said to me at first, that we only debate things that everybody knows over here. That's what I thought I heard him say.
Right, that's what I thought he said.
But then
I said what's popular.
No, so you're wrong then, because we don't debate things that everybody knows over here. A lot of times, I've done.
Can't be qualified what I said. I debate things. My first two debates were well-known things.
I'm not talking about your first two debates. Your original statement was this: we only debate things that people already know over here. That's what you said. That's what I thought I heard.
That's what I said.
Maybe I took it wrong.
That's what I said.
That's what he said.
Okay. So that's what you said, but then that's incorrect, because I've been in the league. Why? Well, put it like this: I've been watching the league for like all 3 seasons, and so there are topics that came up that I had no knowledge of. Right, some of the topics that I actually learned something new. So being in this
they
league,
win
or watching this league, hold on, that's my statement. It's kind of remind me of being back in college again. I yield.
Right, but did the people who brought the new information win? That's why I said.
Yes, some people did.
Well, this year I'm about debating, and I'm going to only debate the shit that is going to be easy for motherfuckers to understand. On my shit, I'll be teaching the alternate shit that motherfuckers should know when they come to meet me over at Solar Division. This is what the fuck I'm on. And I will have it thoroughly explained. This is how you make a god.
Lance, I think you cool person, brother. I want you to know, bro. This is the second night in a row. Second night in a row, man. But I think honestly, bro, you in your own world, bro. Like you like you in your own lane, bro. And that could be a good thing sometimes, and then sometimes that could be a bad thing.
In this particular situation, that's not good.
Yeah, this is a bad thing, man, because it's the unwillingness to accept when you're wrong. So it's like you going and reaching and pulling out just anything to attempt to be right. And like I say, it's like, you know, if you could back up what you were saying a little better, it'd be different. But it's just like, okay, bro, I read it in a book. All right, I'm just starting my channel. It's like, you know, when you start your channel, it's not a real burn if you ain't willing to take no pushback while you saying bullshit, bro. Like
I'm only reading books.
Like that. Hey, it sounded real fucked up when you said it like that.
I'm only reading books, bro.
Right, and
I read it in a book. Now I'm gonna go put it on my channel.
I'm only reading books.
You can't just read your book and leave it at that. Like, I got my book, you got yours, nigga. I'm right, you wrong.
Gotta get yours. Gotta get mine. Get yours.
Right. Get yours.
Yeah, like let me ask you a question, Lance. Do you even vet some of the books that you read, especially stuff that you're gonna do during a debate to see? Help you with that? No. There's information that actually either debunks that or go against that.
I've already went to school and it goes against what I've been learning.
Yeah, bro, this nigga school hurt.
I already took that part. I was already indoctrinated.
I ain't asking about indoctrination. You just really just deflected my whole question.
You said, do I take those books into consideration? Do I put them under scrutiny, proper scrutiny? I said, yes, I do, because I've already been indoctrinated. I see that this shit goes against it. It's written in antiquity, and I believe it over what it was giving in a later period towards my mom in them days.
Yeah.
Dude, I see if I debate you next season, it's gonna be a headache.
Yeah.
Yep, because I'm going in antiquity to get everything like I've been doing.
He might be the nigga nobody debates next season. Like, man, I ain't doing.
You might. You're right, bro.
He might be frozen out next season, because I mean, unless he do what he say he finna change. But if he always doing that, like, you can't argue against that shit. It's real fucked up to debunk, and you know that's just it. It's always some weird ass motherfucking. Right.
So you get on a Jen Koofy level. Y'all remember that nigga Jen Koofy?
Hell yeah, Shin Goofy.
Oh, Shin Goofy. You talking about Shin Goofy? Yeah. Like, Lance, you on the border of being like Jen Goofy and on the goddamn Rabbi Lewis level, bro. You gotta step up.
We're gonna see then. We're gonna see if I am.
Are you ready for Monday, bro? Fuck all the bullshit. Because I know I'm ready for Tuesday. Are you ready for Monday?
Yep.
You sure?
I am.
Don't almost sound like he got your whole argument figured out, like he finna bring that smoke.
That nigga don't got my shit figured out, bro. That nigga has nothing. I gave him all B material every time I got on this bitch. I guarantee you won't hear me say nothing on that I said on this panel, like I never do.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, if you win, I want you to introduce me to your tutor. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nigga, no. That shit is lifelong secret.
Nigga said, nigga, no.
Yeah, you fucked up, nigga. I ain't better do that. The books ain't edibles.
Yeah, but if you win, that is what it is, though, bro. You got a badass tutor, nigga. Trying to tell you.
And you gonna make history, though, yo. Real talk, man. You gonna get a lot of respect. Niggas gonna look at you different if you can win, if you can pull this one off. If you just stick to like I told you, man, just stick to what you can prove, bro. All this wild imagination, sensational stuff, man, leave that junk alone, bro. Right, like, first thing in communication is this, to know your audience, bro. You realize that, right?
Yep.
That's the first thing you gotta know is you gotta know your audience. Know your judges. Know your audience, bro. Like all this Bronco Bill, Wild Bill.
You see that, Swab?
Cowboy Indian crap you gonna try to pull. Don't pull it, man. Don't pull it, man. I'm telling you. Go in there and be a surgical scholar. You'll come out on top. What's that, Wicked?
Oh, no, I'm just showing Swab, so.
But show black people in the ancient time.
I thought you put something
how they relate to black people today. So this was a straight connector to who was in the ancient times existing to make us who we is today, bro. Make them see how they was calling themselves black and all of that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see you. It came in.
Okay. Yeah, I got it from bro. I got it from Bingo.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, he just said that shit. He was just on the phone. He's like, Wiki called me, telling me what he's supposed to be sending.
Yeah, I told him I got it. I thought the business had scammed my ass.
Man, you got that motherfucker sitting up there like some work, too.
Oh, yeah.
Why I thought Wicked was the old ass man. That's what's up. Wicked ain't no old ass man. What's up, Wicked, bro?
Man, you gonna tell me I'm an old ass man, shit.
Nah, I thought because you just, the way you be sounding, like you just be chill, like, nah,
yeah, that's what it is. He got an old ass soul in the twat body.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up.
See, with these kids, they make you feel old.
Hell yeah. I know I'm old.
Get that one down too, ain't I?
Yeah,
make sure you read. Make sure you read through it, bro. Don't just, don't think what you reading is like. Don't go in there with a already what they say
Don't go in there knowing nothing.
Yeah, just go read it, bro. Just read it and look how they got, like how they said these black people got in Europe, and see if with the information that you know along, and you know that's gonna be a lie.
I told you when people send you shit you ain't gonna read, just stand on that shit. Like, I ain't finna read that, bro. I'm tired of niggas giving me shit, bro, and I gotta be nice and shit. Like, I'm gonna check it out. Then they be checking back. Hey, did you read that? Bro, I ain't finna read this, bro. I ain't even finna deal with this information, man. I'm indoctrinated, bro. Leave me alone. Ignorance is bliss. Motherfucker crazy as hell.
Taz, you should take them shits down in the back chat, bro.
Nah, I'm straight, man.
Really don't read that.
You heard that, man.
You don't want to know about black wealth in the motherfucking from 1790 to 1880?
Hell no, you want to know about it from 2021 to 2022.
You don't want to know about prosperous blacks in the South from 1790 to 1880?
You put that book. I don't know how many ships it was.
Hold up, let me see.
That ain't important to me.
I ain't know that's what you.
That's the period you keep talking about with the 1790 shit. I definitely want to see that. So yeah.
That's what's up. See?
The original black elite, Daniel Murray, and Story of Forgotten Era.
He gonna fuck it up. You got him on the book, bro. He said he gonna read. No, that just details how the black people, white people in the economic south. Oh, fuck.
Can't no tutors all stupid. I just want to let y'all know that. And a tutor and lie that can solve. That's why.
Man, y'all gonna let this nigga sneak in up
He said,
behind
"I know
me, bro?
I'm a tutor. I know I'm a
Y'all
tutor."
let this
Nigga, you gotta look for
behind me,
everybody
bro?
when you hear that bell, nigga. I check every time.
Kind of whole ass niggas is y'all, bro? Gonna let this nigga sneak in up behind me, bro? And then get
But what is this
Hold on
nigga
a
talking
second,
about?
man.
Like, look what he
Man,
dissing
what
me
is
about.
I'm sorry, man. What is your premise of this book before I even read it? What's your premise in this book?
Prosperous Blacks in the South from 1790 to 1880. It's in the title
It's in the title of what?
of the book.
Okay, so I must have clicked on the wrong link because this shit say some shit
No,
about
it's not a
black
link.
people.
No. That's not the book. Is not a link. They wouldn't let me put the link in there.
Oh, so where's the book? What?
That's the title of the book up top.
He said, "Go find
Prosperous
them
Black.
man."
It's a PDF file, bro. It's a whole file.
On top of what? What are you talking about?
In the back chat.
Let me check this shit, man.
Hey, wait a minute, Lance. Why you got me reading this, bro?
Yara, then there's that comment, then there's me. I don't see no PDF file back here, bro.
I see Prosperous Black in the South, 1790 to 1880, but ain't no link there.
Shit, I don't even see that.
He just said that's
It's at the top.
He said that's the title. Go find the PDF on your own. He ain't got it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I got the PDF, but it don't show up. It won't let me share the shit. That's the title of the book that I got.
All right, I got you.
Hey, Lance, I got a question, bro.
Yeah, brother, what's up, man?
Okay, let me mute up.
Hold on. How the family doing? Everybody good?
Yeah,
we don't give a fuck.
I'm trying to get it's all good.
Nah. I mean, you ain't gonna disrespect
I
me
always
asking about the phone. I ain't gonna disrespect me asking about the phone. What do you get like in terms of your debate, right? Like, what are you framing as ancient in the debate?
Anywhere from 3,000 years to 500 AD.
You said anywhere from 3,000 years to 500 AD.
Yeah.
So when does the ancient period start?
3,000 BCE.
I taught him yesterday.
You said the ancient.
When he said that bullshit yesterday, I made him go change his information. He came back today correct. Oh.
But I already fell in line, but I didn't give
But
Domo.
I mean, but hold on, but see that's the thing though. That's the thing.
I didn't give Domo. He could operate any time of ancient he want. I went all the way back.
Hold on, but see that's the thing. The ancient, the beginning of ancient time is the earliest recorded history. It's the earliest recorded history, right? And then
the earliest recorded history is 3,000 BCE.
And when is the ancient period end?
500 AD.
And you saying that within that time frame?
That's the ancient.
Well, no. I know. I'm saying within that time frame, you're saying that race, white and black, were terms that was used to describe people, like phenotypical racial classification.
Race? No, not race. Isn't in the debate. The debate is it appropriate to use the terms black and white to refer to ancient people?
Okay, that's fine. Let me ask you this: when we talk about the terms black and white, what do they denote?
You'll have that in my premise. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
I mean, no, I know the answer. It denotes race.
No, it doesn't.
Then what? Okay, so when we say that, where does the terms come from then? As a classification of people.
I mean, if we being open,
because I could tell you where I'm gonna say they come from. So I really don't.
Black and white can be just used to describe a person's character, a person's whether he's gay or not, a person's skin complexion, a person's demeanor as far as their spirituality. There's several different ways you can use the terms black and white in reference to people of the ancient times.
But again, we know that there is symbolism associated with the terms black or white.
Yeah, they're absolute evidence.
Hold on. But when we're talking about how those people are identified as black people or white people,
that's not the debate.
Oh, you think that's not the debate? Okay.
The debate is, what's the debate, Thomas?
Is it appropriate to refer to ancient people as black or white?
Is it appropriate to use the terms black and white to refer to ancient people?
Yeah. Nailed it. And you're saying that you're going to, and you're
is
saying
it
that
appropriate to use
is going
the
to disambiguate.
Oh, right.
And you're saying your approach is going to be to disambiguate the terms black and white from their racial categories, and I'm gonna argue that you can't.
Okay.
Simple. Oh, black. Yeah. Okay.
Show your ride.
Y'all done? Y'all done?
Yeah.
He's done.
It's easy. That's easy. Like,
right. So let's. Okay. So let me show you something else that's easy. All right. This you got me fucked up, right? So this is what you're not gonna do with Go. You're not gonna come on here and say bullshit like we can't get on here and show. So now listen, bro. Why are you calling this a book? Why are you calling this a book and making it sound this article?
Oh, hell no.
Right. Why are you making it sound like this article was written sometime contextually within the time frame we talking about? Nigga, this shit was written in my lifetime.
Yeah, it was written in 1990. So what you saying? I didn't make it sound like it was written in 1990.
So what I'm saying is,
I'm showing you any academic article
that black people own land. We already know black people own land. We already know black people own things at the time. The argument you were making, you're trying to make it sound like we held more and more was owned. That article is not reflective of that. It's just saying black people had some shit. We know that already. We know there were black business owners. We know black people had land.
Not just black. There wasn't just black business owners. There were black business owners that held the majority of the
black billionaires. Say it, bro. Go ahead. Say some dumb shit.
There were black millionaires that held the majority of the capital.
I said billionaires. And okay, and again, you have to qualify these things with more than just one or two examples. That's the problem with using this article, by the way. Because you try to make it sound like you have a book full of examples of a history of black prosperity pre-Civil War. You were lying.
Brother, you're going to have to read that so you can understand the other shit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
You can't see. Right, because I already showed you that these so-called black people are Sephardi Jews. I brought up the book Pirates of the Caribbean.
Listen,
let you see that these people are your first sugar plantation owners, first traders, first in the Spanish period.
Hey, but I ain't talking about shit like that, nigga. They talking about being down in Louisiana and traveling and seeing areas where mass niggas at doing well. Okay, so we're only even talking about
what Gallic means?
Bro, we only talking about maybe a 200-mile radius to begin with. Right? Why you fucking talking like we talking about the entire goddamn
You understand what Gallic means?
Do you understand this whole fucking paragraph came out of your book that you pointing to? This does not reflect that the South was doing well before the Civil War and that black people passed doing well.
This actually comes from colored freemen, slave owners in Virginia, actually.
Bro, that absolutely has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
And you will see that even in this time period that you are saying blacks are slaves, you see they are not all slaves.
Who the fuck don't know that already, Lance?
Oh shit.
Who the fuck doesn't know?
So when I say that the people of the South back towards the Civil War were the upper class blacks, and the lower class blacks went and helped the people who brought in the technology of the North, fight the upper class blacks, bro, and the mulattoes. That was the real war.
So the war had nothing to do with the Kansas-Nebraska Act.
Oh, God.
Tell them the truth.
No, you need a whole new sweat, bro. A whole new sweat.
I mean, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for real, bro. Like, you just can't say anything, bro. Like that's who was really fighting. You just telling me so Taz, I mean, why don't you know that the lower echelon of the black community was fighting the upper echelon in a civil war? Like, that shit sounds stupid.
That nigga just replaced.
Next, this nigga go to poverty. He's a mulatto, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
That the Confederate Army was really all black men. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't no telling what's gonna come out next.
Ain't this the same nigga that said Ulysses S. Grant was a mulatto?
Yeah, Ulysses S. Grant was a fucking mulatto, bro.
Bro, I had to grab me some cookies off that shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. It's about to. Listen, I'm glad that he gonna, you feel me? He gonna start his channel someday. Because he gonna have a lot of time on his hands come Monday. He gonna have a lot of time to dedicate to that channel.
Well, okay.
Shit, y'all actually, I mean, I'm honored. Yeah, y'all telling this nigga like, man, if you be dumb, man, that's, I didn't even know I was that big of a fucking deal.
Nah,
but shit, all right.
Man, you did come out here and pump guns and shit. Like the man's 30 and shit. Like, goddamn.
Nigga, somebody, I ain't know I would have 5 trophies on the way. Shut your motherfucking ass up, nigga. All right, trying to hear that humble ass shit, nigga. It's playoff time.
Ooh, me?
Hey, that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. Like I gotta be humble though. Like I can't get ahead of myself. I gotta keep my energy right. You feel me?
Man, I let my energy about being humble and shit.
I mean, I'm just saying when I let my energy get the best of me, when I let my that beast come out too soon, it kind of get in the way. You feel me? So I gotta keep it humble. Let Lance just say the stupid shit that he say. Like this nigga gonna say, I don't say nothing. I say, we know, bro. I know the first time I debated you made way more sense on the panels than you did in the actual debate. So no, I don't expect you to come to the debate with the same shit you said on the panel. I expect that shit to be dumber, actually. So I'm prepared. But if a nigga to talk about black mean this and black mean this, I'm ready, bro.
Got like old boy say, red fish, blue fish.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how
I wonder where that shit coming from.
That's all it is. Yo, I'm glad my nigga Suave got that nigga right on that fucking ancient shit, because he was gonna be dead in the fucking water. Coming this motherfucker talking about 200 years. 200 years, nigga, you was gonna be 200
years.
My shit, it didn't even matter that I said 20 years. My shit is all the way ancient, nigga, up until 500 AD. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that nigga just had to do his PowerPoint over, bro.
Crazy. I ain't have to change shit in my PowerPoint.
He said, damn.
Yeah, man.
I gotta get rid of all this 1800 shit.
Oh boy!
He thought you didn't know black people were called black in America 200 years ago.
Black and be black, y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. It's always fun to sit there and watch Lance debate. I just be sitting there laughing like, this nigga sucks. This nigga trash. Hey, matter of fact, after this debate, I want to get the name of your tutor too. You know what I'm saying? And just to tell them, like, yo, why you do that nigga like that? Give him his money back.
That nigga tutor is a CNC. He think it's an ancient artifact. It's a CNC with the pictures wiped off of it.
That's kind of funny.
No, bro.
That was kind of funny.
No, I'm good at that. Hey,
nah, you're not really. Sometimes you get one.
Damn, Lance. Now I'm over here eating snacks and shit, listening to this shit.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. You ain't gonna get no bigger.
Why you say it like that, bro?
No.
Yeah, man. It's a new administration in town, bro.
Hey, that's fine, bro. I don't even know what that means, but you get this nigga said a new administration. He turning this shit into the school. You the vice principal, huh, man? You the vice principal. You ain't even the principal. You the vice principal of the new administration, huh? Nah, nigga, that nigga's the vice principal, nigga. It's administration at an elementary school, nigga, because that's what that nigga brings. Ain't that right here?
Oh, I'm about to be mad.
Get to them poles.
I know good well they ain't made my pack of cookies without no split open.
Facts. Oh, yeah. Tilt your ass, too.
Oh, me and Oreo finna have a real problem. I can't open my goddamn cookie. Oh, there they go. There it is.
So call them live.
I'm about to say. All right, so who's gonna be debating? Who's gonna be going in the paint?
I don't know. He don't know more here. Five on good God Allah.
Oh, you mean the
A9? Yeah, go ahead. You do it all the time. What's how it's laid out?
No, you got it. You good. Go ahead. It's interesting.
No, because I'm rolling.
Domo versus Lance. Can we call ancient people niggas? Swab boss versus good God Allah. Are Muslims pedophiles? Blue versus Stem Yall. Get Blue the fuck out of here. I mean, Blue versus Battle Axe. Get Blue the fuck out of here. Stem Yall versus Yahweh. And then Asar versus Emac. Did Egyptian religion come from Africa, the Middle East? Minister Hal versus Akmalak. Do we come back when we die? And then Madon and Anonymous. Slaves. Did it happen? Did it not? They turning up for that shit, boy.
Them shit kind of nasty.
That would have been dope if they said, did it happen, did it not, as opposed to the 100,000 in numbers.
Yeah.
Same shit. What happened?
Them shit's nasty.
Bitter.
They fucking nasty.
What kind you got? What you got? Mint Oreo cookies or some shit? What the fuck you do?
Unless it was because of that damn pie, I ate some fucking peanut butter fucking Oreos. That shit was nasty as fuck.
Oh, come on, man.
I can't eat them fucking Oreos.
Peanut butter cookies is like the second treat in the world, bro. That's like right after porridge. It was porridge, then peanut butter cookies. Peanut butter cookies.
Now, peanut butter cookies. That's different.
They in the Bible.
No, the wrong kind right there. Them shit's nasty.
Yeah, them Nutty Buddies was my favorite.
Nah, I just hate when they switched everything over and chocolate didn't taste like chocolate no more. Nothing tasted like it did. You know what I'm saying? Like in 1 week, Reese's peanut butters was nasty. All that shit, Snickers was nasty.
They took the salt out of the Snicker and added more sugar and shit. Niggas was eating the Snicker because of the salt on the damn peanut that matched that enhanced the sugar. They took the salt off the peanuts and gave you more sugar.
Mm-hmm. I ain't even supposed to be eating this shit in the first goddamn place. That shit got me in the hospital.
Yeah, don't eat this shit, bro.
Yeah. I gotta get that nasty ass taste out of my mouth.
ahead, Lance.
Nah, man. Just gonna change now, bro. All this shit. I'm a superintendent, nigga. Fuck a principal of a fucking elementary school, nigga. I'm a superintendent of the district, of the board of education.
Tez.
What up, though?
What's happening, King?
What it do?
So you travel a lot, or you
every summer?
That's a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna check out your channel. I already pulled one video up. I know I'm gonna check it out a little bit later on.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm about to go get on the flight tonight. Shit, I gotta go with my son and shit. And shit with my mom and my son coming to town, so be over there for a couple days.
That was happening, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of this history, man, for that shit get erased, man, because they doing a hell of a job convincing people that erasing history is the smart thing and the way to go. So people are supporting erasing history, and you know what I'm saying. If we don't hurry up and get this shit, it's gonna be gone.
Right.
They get ready for another reset, bro. The people that emerge here this time, they're gonna have a whole nother history.
I'm sorry, what you mean by reset?
Like, as I look throughout history, you see, like, all over the world is these major wars that decimate the architecture and burn the history down, burn the papers that the history is in. That's like every freaking so-called end of the age.
Okay, so let me stop you before you get too deep unnecessarily. In America, that's only referring to our history, though. They don't lose their history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, the world loses their history, and it gets rediscovered.
Okay, and so again, and when it comes to America, our history is the history that's never truly been put in front of. So it's like when you say a reset, they wouldn't reset their own information. If anything, they reset ours, which is what they've always done. So they can open doors and tell you that theirs is the only history. That's what they've always done.
Right.
It's not really a reset.
The America history is Europe history, bro.
No, see, that's what
was a reset to eliminate
Europe, bro. Fuck Europe.
Listen, you got
like,
you gotta
nigga, fuck Europe, bro. We not talking
you
about
don't understand what the fuck you're saying, nigga.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. Fuck Europe. When you talking to me, nigga, fuck Europe. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Europe.
Well, how can you say you give a fuck about America? Because that's where these niggas come from.
Oh my fucking God, bro. Like you have to upgrade your understanding, bro. Like
nah,
you can't.
I don't.
Every
because I know what I'm saying.
It's not about traveling back to people who got here in the 1600s, bro. It's not. It's fucking not.
You absolutely have no idea what you're saying, bro.
I'm saying the problem with every conversation with you is you want to track everybody back to the fucking continent of Europe. Every conversation.
The continent of Europe.
It is a continent, ain't it? Is it not a continent? You thought it was a country, huh?
No, that's not what I said, that, bro. I think when you say Europe, you associate Europe with white people, and that's what the issue is.
I don't limit it to white people, though.
But here's the deal. White people come from beyond Europe, more north of Europe.
Okay.
Europe was all black country. That's what you don't.
I'm trying to figure out why in the fuck you keep making that shit American history.
Because that is where the niggas come from, bro. Everybody come from over there.
Who told you that?
I don't get it.
Look, if you are an Indian of the West Coast, you come here by way of California, being connected to Asia. That flood happened back in the earthquake happened in the 1300s, flooded that, cut that off. You're stuck in California area and the West Coast of America. That's how you got here.
That's how Asians got on the West Coast, fam. That's how Asians got on the West Coast.
They're not Asians. They're niggas. They're blacks, Indians.
Fucking God.
Now you refer, I mean, because
you think that Indians are all Asian?
Wow. Just wow. Bro, listen. I'm trying to figure out what you just meant. Are you saying that Asians were stuck on this continent, but they were black?
They weren't Asian. They were a part. So listen, brother. Asia was the a navel of the earth. The civilization branched from there. Do you understand that?
Civilization branched from Asia.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Asiatics.
No.
Do you understand that?
No, I don't. No, I don't understand that one. You lost me. Like
I'm lost as fuck right now, bro.
Where's that coming from?
I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Where's that history coming from?
We can't. I don't feel like getting up too much. You lack too much knowledge for us to have this discourse.
That's fine, bro. I'll accept it from you, bro. I'll accept that from you.
Let me ask you, are you referring to things that over here are being taught as European way?
Huh?
Are you referring to the things that in America are being taught as European way?
No, I'm referring to that the people that come from, America was underwater for a long time. Only a certain portion of it. Florida up to the Mississippi was land, right?
Mm-hmm. Underwater.
The rest of it, other parts of it was underwater. California was an island, right? Then a major cataclysm occurred that caused a great flood, right? And it caused inundation.
Where's this coming from? Where's the documentation on this?
Nah, bro.
I'm not finna let y'all sit
let
here.
me tell the story and then you say,
I'm finna let y'all sit here and drive 2 buses over Lance over and over and over again.
He driving them himself.
Doing popping willies with the buses.
He driving them himself, bro. He pushing the gas, jumping out, and running in front of it.
I'm finna come in here and play an album for an hour. Since he's don't know the information.
Remember the dude from the Star Wars movie that put up
all he knows is European information, and he think he's a European somehow.
Remember the dude from the Star Wars movie that put up to his house, got out to open the gate?
What?
He put up to his house. Yeah, he put up to his house, and he got out to open the gate, but he didn't put his truck in park, and it bagged up on him and killed him. That's Lance. That's Lance.
I've never seen no shit like that. Was it Star Wars?
No, the dude who was in the movie. They was real mad. It was like a big uproar because he died being crushed by his own truck outside his house. That's Lance.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up, but damn.
Yeah, that shit is fucked up, ain't it?
Y'all was pretty irresponsible. He must have been super drunk or high or something.
Man, they caught his ass and pinned him. Boa constricted him.
Yeah.
Shit.
Huh?
That nigga said boa constricted him.
Okay, so now this is what we not gonna do, right? Just because Lance imagines that America was underwater
Cause I'm from Florida. I mean, it's water around there, but I don't think we sinking.
Right. But I'm gonna say this Cali though. You said Cali. The Native Americans, there were countless black Native Americans, and the first Native Americans were black. So now the Asian, the Mongolian Native Americans that y'all are talking about came over here.
Y'all not talking about them. Lance brought that up, bro. Y'all wasn't talking about that.
No, you said, you the one that said that. Lance said that the Asians came over here through the Bering Strait.
Don't lie on me, nigga.
Well, fake shit. That's some fake shit. You're right. That's some super fake.
Shit like that.
So yeah. See, he shouldn't even brought up the Asians if he knows that Native Americans are black. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't bring up Asians.
You said America was underwater.
Hold on, what Cole said?
You brought up the Asians.
How the fuck I brought up Asians? I wasn't even talking.
You said so the Asians were, and I said no. The Indians were black.
Bro, you said that the motherfuckers got
in California. You said that the Indians in California came over here when America was flooded and underwater,
and they got stranded
via Asia. They came here. Blacks came here this way via Asia.
Bro,
when America is connected to before the water came in. I don't know who I was talking to then. I thought that was you.
That so wasn't me. I wasn't even talking. I just asked you
talked to me, and you said that they got stranded. Is what you said.
Yes. They didn't get stranded. That's just how the water. That's just how the island ended up. They weren't stranded. They had
anyway. This the real information,
right?
Yeah, the island in California,
right?
The real information, the true information. The real information is that the Israelites came over here in 740 BC, something like that. Came over and they landed in California. That's what happened. And so they migrated all over the country and kept reproducing over and over and over again for what, 1,700 years, or how long was that? 2,000 years that they reproduced in this land. So that's a lot of fucking people. There was people everywhere. And so the Native Americans claim that there was 100 million of them. That sounds kind of small, but I can see that happening because of the multiple wars that they was fighting each other and killing each other. This before Columbus. Columbus landed over there in the Caribbean, and then the first ships sent them boys over there down in the east coast of South America. I forget which country it's called today. And they reproduced and stuff like that. Those are Africans. The Israelite Africans. African Israelites. But the Mongolians came later. So they try to make them Chinese and Japanese and all this other stuff. But it was Mongolian Native Americans here, and there were white Native Americans here with red hair, right. six fingers, and all types of shit.
They were very tall, and they ate people.
Mm-hmm.
They have eyes looking motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
No, this nigga. Pro Black said all lies. I
just wanted to make that clear while y'all kept running them over. Countless times.
Well, I'm still popping out information. He's just giving me talking points. Now, let me share this right quick.
No.
This is from a book called America.
He can't hear me. I'm on mute.
If I'm not mistaken.
What's the name of the other channel? Zombie what? Because there ain't nobody over on Argument League. Zombie.
Zombie.
Zombie Nation.
Yeah.
Fly.
He called me.
I could be reaching, and I could be misunderstanding what this is saying.
Yeah, Zombie Nation. Zombie Nation. DDTK. Like, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Zombie Nation. DDTK.
It says William Black, Secretary of Commissioners, appointed by Governor William Gooch of Virginia to deal with the Indians. Described Hester Levy, a daughter of the wealthiest and best-known New York Jew, Moses Levy, whom he met in June 1744, as very well made, her complexion black, but very comely. She had two charming eyes and well turned, with a beautiful head of hair, coal black. Am I misreading that his daughter is black? Is that a misread that William Gooch, who was sent to deal with the Indians, William Gooch was sent to deal with the Indians, just so happened to be dealing with Jew. That's his job, to deal with the Indians, and he's dealing with the Jew. Are the Indians Jews? Am I reading into this excerpt?
No, you're not. You're reading it correctly.
It's right there in front of you, bro.
Okay. And is his daughter complexion black?
Yeah, and fine with and gorgeous eyes.
Okay.
With the long hair, coal black hair.
There we go.
Okay, now who's that? That's the richest dude, Moses Levi in New York. Okay, now what about him?
He's a Jew.
Is this part of one of your debates or something?
No, just showing you how these Jews, these Sephardi Jews, have black children.
Why are you calling him Moses Levi Sephardic Jew?
Because that's what he is. I've done the research on him.
There you go. This guy. You see, you read something.
Oh God, bro! I got the research on him, nigga. You think I look that up?
Bring up all the other.
I'm gonna find two Moses Lee. Look it up.
You need to prove what you're saying, bro. Because Sephardic Jews is over there in northern Africa, my dude.
They're only claiming to be Sephardic Jews. They're not Sephardic Jews.
So what makes them Sephardic?
What they did is it says when I've looked up Sephardi,
I mean, do you
says that the Sephardi had left impressions wherever they went.
You talk about
Israelites to be Sephardi after they left, bro.
I know you're not an Israelite, but you talk about Israelites a lot, bro. So there's no fucking.
You said what?
There's no son named Sephardi, nigga.
You said that because it's not a son of them called Sephardi.
Right. So why is he considered?
What does Sephardi mean?
Why do they consider him? I don't know what.
Okay. So why are you talking to me about that?
What does it mean?
Okay, let me give you another example.
I'll look it up since you're scared to say the wrong answer. Sephardi. Okay, meaning.
Dang, bro. Come on.
They're telling me the wrong definition. They say a Jewish person of Spanish or Portuguese descent. So that's what you're saying. He's from Spain or Portugal. Moses Levi.
They are part of the diaspora of the Jews and that Moorish exile. 1503 and 1492.
Okay. It also says any Jew of the Middle East or North Africa. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They retained their own distinctive customs and rituals, preserving Babylonian Jewish traditions rather than the Palestinian ones of the Ashkenazi.
Uh-oh. I just came back. I don't even know what he's talking about. What are you talking about?
He showed us Moses Levi, a rich black Jew in New York, but he wouldn't tell us why he brought him up or what it's about at all.
He was called it. Look,
so
all right. So
I'm trying to figure out what that was about because from my understanding, that boy, who that boy that do the Moors, the Mormons. Who's the leader of the Mormons? Joseph Smith or something like that?
Yeah, Joseph Smith.
Yeah, from my understanding, he stole the records of the Israelites from them and then tried to sell them. And then his homies found out, his Masonic homies found out and killed him for doing that.
But I don't know what the point is of showing black slave traders, though.
Moses Levi was a black slave trader?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes, listen, brother. What you about to? I'm trying to show you that your sentiments on slavery is a miseducation. My sentiments on slavery, or what? Because was he or was he not a fucking slave trader? Is the question. All of the upper class niggas was slave traders.
What the fuck?
Right, so that's a problem. Or more so holders. No, there's a difference between a holder and a trader. They traded white slaves. There's a difference between a holder and a trader. And in terms of Moses Levi, you're talking about somebody who has a history in America as a Moor, as a slave merchant. That is literally what he was. A slave merchant Moor. But I showed you that slavery was actually bringing relatives from one part of the world into the new part of the world. Bro, you ain't showed me shit like that. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. All right. I must be here for that. You ain't showed me shit like that, nigga. You out your motherfucking mind, bro. I'd have beat that shit up too. You crazy as hell. Slavery was about bringing families across the world, bro. Slavery was reuniting families. For real? That's what slavery was about, man. It was saving people from one part of the world and uniting them.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. You's a wicked ass nigga.
Slavery was about
hey, that shit's so fire, bro. We was saving people from all around.
Niggas wicked, bro. Like, hey, we gonna call it double tonight.
That nigga said he was saving them, bro. God damn.
Yeah, they like this nigga talking about slavery. Hey, yo, replace or add the L, nigga, and you got it right. You slaving ass nigga. Hey, you a weird ass demon, bro. Want you to know that.
I don't know what the European benefit is of doing all of this. That's what I'm still trying to get is what's in it for Europe to do all of this? Like why
nothing.
Okay,
they
bro.
did it
So
as a straight sacrifice.
Do you know this or not? Did you know that King James was a black king? Bro, I've heard it. Okay. If King James was a black king and all of his relatives were black, would it be significant information for you to know that they were transporting their people to safety? That was the actual right. So, and if you say that as a premise, I'm saying that's perfectly fine.
After when King James died,
who are you saying his family?
So his descendants are in America.
After when King James died.
But wait, but yeah, I want to know. But see, my question is, who are you saying is his family though? Every slave that would have came over here from that moment would be his family. Is that what are you talking about?
Yeah, like 16, 14 or something like that.
He died in 1626.
All right, so I got a question for you. Who are his American descendants?
That's the secret. That's why everybody changed their names. That's why they changed their names and hid their religion.
so they don't be hunted down.
What? Okay, so
that's why the KKK,
why would they
which
be
are the Jesuits, follow the Jews over here.
You got to follow the rabbit hole.
Wait, what?
You guys keep peeking in the rabbit hole.
Hold on, Clay. Hold on. Wait,
y'all peeking in the rabbit hole. Let me drive this bus.
That nigga said the Ku Klux Klan follow somebody over here, bro.
Listen, brother.
Yes, bro. The Jesuits follow the Jews over here.
Follow the Jews. Okay, gotcha. Now, you said the stewards changed their name to what?
No, the people who was coming over here.
I thought you
just don't get the jump 200 years like that, bro. Like, come on, man.
Hold on. Let me drive. You said the King James descendants came over here. That's what you said. You said the Ku Klux Klan followed them over here.
No. Listen, not just when I say descendants. What I mean is his followers, his people. These people who he ruled over come from.
How do we get the freestyle like that?
From the line of David. That is the claim.
How do he always?
Okay, I appreciate. I appreciate his clarification because he just like to speak real rap. He like to speak real. You know what I'm saying? Super fast and don't know what the fuck he's saying in the moment. So you said the people he ruled over came over.
You better cook this damn demon, son. Cook him now.
Not only the stewards. That's what you said. Not only the stewards. It was his whole following, everybody that was in his court and all that stuff, right? His military and everything, right?
No, I'm saying So hold on. You got to understand his last writings that he wrote to his followers and what he said. Do you have that on hand?
We had that on hand, bro.
So bring it up. See, y'all be peeking in the rabbit hole, and he keep going deeper in the rabbit hole, and y'all not following them down the rabbit hole.
The average motherfucker just sitting around with some shit King James said this motherfucker's beat.
Y'all keep trying to bring him back up to rationality, bring him to a rational thinking and stuff. So I want to go all the way down through his labyrinth into hell and see who's ruling down there now. So let us know the information about the book that you just referenced.
Am I sharing? Oh, let me stop sharing.
Hold on, what's this?
So everybody in that court, like thousands of people, came over to America.
Hold on, look what he said.
Okay.
His Majesty, most gracious declaration to his subjects of England, James III, by the grace of God of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland, King, defender of the faith. What faith?
The Israelite faith.
Why you say that?
Because I know
we just making up shit as we go.
Hold on. Go ahead. What you say, Clay?
Because I know he's an Israelite, but you tell us the real reason.
Because he's an Israelite. And what are his followers?
Israelites.
Goddamn right. All right.
Okay, so go ahead, talk. Read it.
I can't see that.
To all our loving subjects, of what degree or quality forever, greeting. As we are firmly resolved to omit any opportunity of asserting our undoubted title to the imperial crown of these realms, and of endeavoring to put ourselves into the possession of that right, which is devolved upon us by the laws of the Most High and man. So must we, in justice, the sentiments of our own heart, declare that nothing in this world can give us so great satisfaction as the ode to the endeavors of our loyal subjects, without the man. You didn't make it. You can't make it no bigger than that.
If he make it bigger, you gonna read it faster?
Hey, you wrong.
I can't see them. I can't see the individual words, and those F's are throwing me off. The S, sir. S. Can you read it faster? All you're doing is taking the F's and making them S's. So if you can do that real super fast, go ahead. So great satisfaction as to owe to the endeavors of our loyal subjects, without the concurrence of any form of hate. Okay, now read it. If you can see it, read it.
I can barely see it, bro. My glasses in the whip.
Gotcha. Okay, both our and their restoration to that happy settlement, which can alone deliver this church and nation from the calamities which they lie at present under, and from these future miseries. Okay.
I know that because I photoshopped this and changed the contrast, but I can't find that one right now.
Okay. Which must be the consequence of the present usurpation during the life of our dear sister of glorious memory. The happiness which our people enjoyed, softened
in some degree the hardship.
Okay, softened in some degree the hardships of our own fare, and we must further confess, okay, that when we could reflected on the goodness of her nature, where are the periods and her?
Where are the periods?
So what my point is, you have to see it's some hard. They going under some hardships. Some calamities are under. They are under right now, even at this day.
What are we reading, and what does this got to do with it?
This is the declaration. Go to the top and show the title of it. Her Majesty's most gracious declaration to his subjects of England. And then he announced that he's the King of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland. And so what did you read it
with the defender of the faith.
Defender of the faith. Now what's the main?
So I'm showing you what you're gonna read is what's going on. And why I say he's getting his people away from this situation, which is why his company makes no money.
Okay, gotcha.
Right? So you got to read. Now, y'all might not want to go through this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you how I come up with my shit. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to read through it. It might seem like
it's a mighty long read right now.
It is. But
I'm giving this girl his ass and speak.
No, it's not. You wrote it all at one time.
What you mean?
A cookie, man.
Did she just cuss?
Hey, I thought she did. Now she said, "What a cookie mean?"
My kids know better. My kids know better than the ever touch around that.
Fuck you mean?
The fuck you mean?
What the fuck you mean?
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought she said. I said, nah, hell no.
You know better than that.
Yeah, but so this is how I see what's going on and how he.
Okay, so what we got here? No, that's all it's talking about, right? So you made me read all that when you could have just told me that's what it's saying.
Well, if you want to know why I know what I know, you have to go through. You got to go down the rabbit hole, nigga.
Nah, you get it.
Yeah, but whenever you pull a sword, it's incumbent upon the source
of the people are become.
Hold up. Hey, quiet.
Instruments of tyranny.
Quiet down.
See what they going through, bro?
Hey, hold up. Quiet down.
You know what? I can't do it.
What I'm telling you,
I'll be showing you motherfuckers the shit.
So what I'm telling you is, the share, when it's incumbent upon the person that shares the source to read
it. He's talking about audacity to get mad at us.
Summarize it. You see what I'm saying? What you making me squint my eyeballs and damn translate it from the weird ass F all up in there.
Nigga, do you know what I had to go through to get that
difficult
shit?
To translate that shit. Nothing at all.
Yes, I did. I had to Photoshop that shit Photoshop that shit, change the
That means we can't trust it. That means we can't trust it. Where you get it from? And how does this prove? And how does this prove that it wasn't no Africans? That it wasn't no Africans in the transatlantic slave trade?
That we ain't on that. What we on is showing Taz and whoever else don't believe that.
Bro, you ain't showed me a motherfucking thing, bro. I was like, you got me fucked up. Don't even say my motherfucking name. You just presented that bullshit ass article, nigga, to make an argument you can't sustain, nigga. You got me fucked up. You ain't showing me shit. No, bullshit, bro. You lost your motherfucking mind.
No, he showed a good. You showed the declaration from the king of multiple countries that he was telling his subjects to get lost and go to the new world, so you'll be safe from the devastation that they facing. So I get that. All right.
Right. That had absolutely nothing to do with what we were talking about.
What was y'all talking about? Hold on, no wait. What was y'all talking about?
I mean, we still on the same subject matter.
Last claim.
Y'all was still on the same damn thing, bro.
Like, it's the same subject matter. He just adds his own little Jeopardy details to it.
I'm not, bro. I'm showing you the history, bro. Motherfuckers ignorant, man. You niggas is not seeing what I'm giving you, bro.
No. Lance said he asked Taz, do you know that King James is black? Taz said he's heard that before. Then I started thinking of what he said after that. He said that King James descendants came to America. Then he corrected himself and said King James subjects came to America. So I said, okay, I can believe that. I said, so what's their new names? He said they changed their names. So that people won't find them, hunt them down. So I wanted to ask him, why are they hunting them? But he never wanted to answer that. So he just brought up the source, proving to stop the Messiah that came over here. Oh.
I knew it was coming. Yeah, I knew this was what I've been waiting. I've been waiting. This has been at the core.
They don't have no Messiah.
Goddamn right, bro. This has been at the core of his argument the whole damn time, and I've been waiting for that shit to come out. Hey, man, I'm gonna cook your ass. You better be glad that I want to bring out all my sources before this today.
The niggas don't got no Messiah. He's searching the world over for his Messiah right now.
Bro, if you read what King James said, he's telling you what the fuck is going on, bro.
Man,
hold on. Is King James a man of the faith?
He's a damn genius, bro. Don't answer nothing else for him.
Is King James a man of the faith?
Don't help him in his propaganda anymore.
So King James was the Messiah, is what you're saying, right? And so
no, but you got to remember that it has to descend from David. King James was a descendant of David. There are several others, but he and his family are David's family.
Now, how the fuck does he know he's a descendant of David?
Bro, you can look up the articles of.
I'm a descendant.
You can look up the articles and see it. You can see that.
The articles of what?
It's called the
Hey, bro. Hey, is this what all Bible believers sound like for real, bro? Do I sound like this?
Of course we sound like this.
No,
all right, Clay. Let me ask you this, Clay. If what I showed you is true, and what you even a little bit that you read, if that's true, is that substantial to my claim?
Your claim that they came to the Americas, yeah.
And they were who?
The subjects of King James.
They sure the hell wasn't them Africans on that transatlantic slave trade.
Say what?
They were the POWs, bro. They were the slaves, or what became the slaves, or what is known to be the slaves, bro. His family, those subjects, all over. Where they come from? The places he was a kingdom of.
Big numbers for nothing.
Okay, so great. Did you find your Messiah yet?
Y'all
No,
need
he don't show until Michael show.
Yeah, I'm fucking done. Yeah. I knew it was just a matter of time. I got you figured out now. You're not going to take everything. You ain't going to take everything in this world and make it about Michael. You are not about to take everything in this world and make it about the angel Michael, bro. That is not about to happen. Not on my watch, bro.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So that's where we was headed this whole time to Michael.
Yeah, and I knew that's where we've been headed, bro. And I've been waiting for it, bro. I'm telling you. Hey,
the Messiah is the anointing that's down here with man. Michael is the deliverer.
Hey,
that's who destroyed the world. That's who starts it up.
Okay. All right. When is that going to happen?
This is bad.
Mute your mic, Suave.
This man Suave. What is you playing? You playing Yahtzee?
No, he's throwing bones. He's trying to do some magic with the bones.
10,000.
Nah. I was playing Yahtzee.
Oh, it's loud as hell?
Yeah.
So this is what I missed while I was taking care of home.
No,
same old
nigga.
No. You miss Wicked and Taz running Lance over with the bus multiple times, reversing the bus, popping willies on this nigga. So I was like, what the fuck? I had to come up here and be an ammo for an hour. You know what I'm saying? And then he started getting at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I said, what?
You should have let him run donuts over.
I know you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out. So he's taking at me.
Yes, Lance, you do not know what you're talking about. He was correct when he said it. And God damn you for making me agree with Clay.
We'll see.
Gonna make me and Clay brothers again.
Yes, that'll be great.
I thought that Clay.
The power of red compels you.
Yes. I thought Clay was as true as it gets. That damn Clay is a genius.
Genius from the future, nigga.
Jesus.
The power of land compels you.
Golly, man, this is bad, man. You took the transatlantic slave trade and made it about the angel Michael. I want you to know that. You're a wicked man.
No, that's what he asked me.
You shut up. You shut your mouth now.
Michael, bro.
Fine did, bro.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
Cheating.
Shut your wicked mouth. You wicked nigga, bro.
Somehow, out the blue, out of nowhere, you the bigger back. I heard
that. Michael is the prince of the niggas, bro.
Get off the goddamn line.
You don't let him leave. You like beating up on little helpless.
Hey, that's the nigga who made sure we got over here. Hey, bro. He said,
I was your sparring partner. You started full contact with him.
You listen to him do what he say until my return. When the Bible
and don't believe in the Bible, beat that shit up, nigga. That shit dead, man.
He said, do what I say until my return. Do what he say until my return. Don't sin against him. My name is in him.
Chicken right now.
Okay, so you're the Messiah.
No.
Okay. Okay, so who is the Old Testament Messiah?
Tell my wife.
It should be that Ben David dude that the Jewish just recently announced 2-3 weeks ago that.
Oh yeah, that weird ass nigga. That's your Messiah. Matter of fact, that's your Messiah. That weird ass white man over there. That's your Messiah. Nah, they got a whole new white man that's your Messiah.
Why when I show the Sephardi Jews,
shut up,
I
nigga.
asked the motherfuckers, I said, is this a black woman?
You got a whole Messiah.
Nah, hell no. I know how to do. I understand that.
Don't kiss that white man's face.
I do understand. It's like
you don't understand a damn thing. Oh my God. Hey, look, bro.
The Messiah already came.
Don't none of that shit bother me at this point. This what bothers me. Your wicked slaver ass being proud to tell black people that there was no slave trade and that you gave them jobs. You got to be the most stupid, wicked, proud to be slaver ass nigga I done met.
You gotta be another name, you can't be wicked.
Hey, my fault. You right, wicked. My fault. Right.
I wasn't a slave.
Oh no, you was a slave, bro. If you claiming to be some of the people that you stand, and you know the funny thing is, nigga, everybody you keep bringing up and you stand, them people got slavery attached to their name, and I don't mean in a good way. But you denying that shit. You just showed the whole article the other day when these motherfuckers was talking about they was participating in slavery. But you sit here talking about, well, because 1650 they didn't have the slave law. Nigga, this was 1675. They had slaves. You was a slaver, nigga, and you was bragging about it last night. Now all of a sudden, because you got more of a bigger audience, you nervous. Stand up and be proud of your slavery.
Bro. Once I heard the Habsburgs, bro, I was done.
See, now you're trying to bury the rabbit hole. Don't you realize they just make new holes and shit?
I don't care. I'm gonna bury them all. You know how you bury them all? He's a slaver. That's why he's trying to get rid of the narrative. You don't want nobody to know. You don't want nobody to know how many people he saved. You don't want nobody to know how many people he saved.
Complimenting him though, bro. That's what he
you tell him, your motherfuckers owe my people fucking money. You bringing them bitches up.
Right. You complimenting him. That's what he likes to be known as that. He was never a slave. That's how he feels. See? So he feels like he's smarter than you.
That's fine.
So you're stroking his ego. So the best thing to do is to go down the rabbit hole, find the house, find the.
So right now, Claim, you gonna take your ass down there, nigga, and fall in love with the rabbit.
Read that.
What? I ain't reading shit else you got to say, Flavor. You goddamn Jesuit.
If you didn't know, the Jews settled in West Indies. John Bigelow, who visited Jamaica in 1850, saw the Jews and says they were Negroids.
Why do you always keep shit so small? Silly guy.
Because he don't want nobody.
Nigga, stop trying to see the shit in your phone.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna tell you why you want it small. Because we be catching this, we be catching the little shit that kills argument when you start to read through the whole joint.
Okay, so we know that the West Indies Jews are
oh my God, man, you need to be retarded.
All right, now Eastern Jews who settled in Austria, Poland.
Stop saying Eastern like that. It's not Eastern. It's Eastern.
Negroids. Two. Count Adam Gruski of Poland. 1857 said the Jews in his country strongly resemble American mulattoes. Numbers of Jews, he said, have the greatest resemblance to American mulattoes. Sallow complexion, thin lips, crisp black hair. Of all the
why is this? Why is this relevant, Flavor?
Of the 1/4 dwell in Poland. This is what he says. I am therefore well acquainted with their features. On my arrival in this country, America, I took every light-colored mulatto for a Jew.
So some Polish, some Austrian, you supposed to give a damn about some Austrian from Poland. From Poland.
What I am showing you is that all of these people that they told stories about that were white people, they were black people. And that narrative cannot exist that they were being sold for malicious purposes.
claimed to have met Karl Marx. How? And then he said he looked exactly like Frederick Douglass and was a Negro at stock.
She tried to get.
So how the fuck did he meet Karl Marx?
I'm wondering my damn self.
Hello? How did the nigga meet Karl Marx, nigga?
Had him in a demonic state. They was all talking about how they was going to trade slaves, nigga. That's how.
Damn. Come on, man.
Source of considerable Negro strain in the white stock were the black pages, who were common in the family.
That's what he do.
That rich
Jewish nigga. A Jewish nigga.
That nigga claims that he skipped the whole page.
These blacks were so used for many centuries.
A Jewish nigga, a greedy Jew. Bro, what are you reading, bro?
Was always concealing his woolly hair with all kinds of hair oil and makeup.
What are you watching, man?
It is perfect.
What are you? Hey, what is this? What are we reading, bro?
Perfectly obvious from the shape of it and the way his hair grows that he is descended from Negroes.
Hey, what are we reading, man? What is this, bro?
That's the Karl Marx book.
Who the?
Oh my God! Come the fuck on, man!
He's a Karl Marx man. And short Germans are not.
We already know the Germans were black. What are you talking about?
Amen.
I understand.
You realize none of this negates American history. It doesn't negate the slave trade. It doesn't do any of that shit.
That ain't
You understand, bro?
It doesn't. Okay.
You don't understand?
It proves that
he's the Jeopardy nigga.
As a whole, Jeopardy.
Look what I know.
That's what it proves.
It means absolutely nothing in conversation, but I know this.
To do that shit, bro. Like niggas can just be pseudo for the fuck of it, but that's why it almost sounds like trolling. Just like if you just,
I'm not being pseudo, bro.
I mean, niggas debate.
We're reading history books, bro. We're not make sense.
Everybody's intelligent enough to make some shit up as they go, bro. Like, and I'm also intelligent enough to know when a nigga doing it.
Taz, I'm showing you history books. I'm only reading.
It's called
to add some context. What I want to make clear is this is the basis of our debate right here. Like, you see how niggas just say these people black. Niggas just throw the shit around, just like no real.
Hey, that all makes sense now. Yeah.
That's why I pose it. You feel me? Because it's like the niggas utilizing anachronistically modern concepts and notions of race to explain to people that didn't have nothing to do with that shit.
Bro, what the hell is this?
How you gonna respond to that debate, bro? How you gonna respond to that verdict?
You gonna say I got an Eastern book?
Hey, look at this, y'all. This is a Virginia
act declaring who shall not bear office in the country. Hey, bro, I'm gonna spit your face. Hey, bro, hey.
What is this? I can see the big stuff on this side.
You can't see it, bro?
I gotta say for me, bro. I'm about 30 seconds.
Okay, now what looking at first? What country is this?
This Virginia. This
no, it's not.
This is Virginia. This is the laws of Virginia.
There is no Virginia in 1752.
Oh no! What you mean? According to Dane Calloway, the whole Eastern Seaboard was down there in Virginia.
It's called the laws of Virginia. I promise you, bro. I'm not playing.
Bro, can you show us that? But this is what I'm saying. When you say the laws of Virginia, like, can you show us the actual laws issued by the Commonwealth?
Bro, I can show you this whole book, but this is just something that I clipped out just to show.
Oh my God! Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I think this is a part. This is Virginia law.
That's why they said it's no sound.
I'm reading England. I'm not reading no Virginia shit.
Because Virginia is an extension of England. Right. Okay, let me read it. Okay. Act declaring.
Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. No. Do you mean under the governing of? What do you mean an extension?
Okay, let me finish. Being enacted by
my God.
I'm taking a pause on this shit.
of this present General Assembly, and it is hereby enacted by the authority of the same, and no person whatsoever. Y'all don't want the information?
Shut up.
Bro, I want to know how it's an extension, bro. I mean, that's a hell of a word to use, bro.
Right. Well, let me finish. Right. That no person whatsoever already convicted or which hereafter shall be convicted in Her Majesty's Kingdom of England, in this or in any other Her Majesty's dominion, colonies, islands, territories, or plantations, or in any other kingdom, dominion, or place belonging to any foreign prince or state whatsoever, of treason, murderer, felony, blasphemy, perjury, forgery, or any other crime whatsoever, punishable by the laws of England, this country, or other places wherein he was convicted with the laws.
And I'm dead ass. Y'all help me. Why did I just listen to this? What is the purpose of this?
Okay.
He about to tell us.
All right.
No, he's not. He's just gonna go to something else for sure.
Of the life. Now listen. It says of the life of life convicted of any other country of life or member, nor any Negro, mulatto, or Indian.
So that's all the difference between Negro, mulatto, and Indian. I just want to point that out.
Okay. Shall from and after the publication of this act bear any office, ecclesiastical, civil, or military, in any place of public trust or power within this Her Majesty's colony or dominion of Virginia. And that if any person convicted of force as foresaid, or Negro, mulatto, or Indian, shall presume to take upon him, act in, or exercise in any office, ecclesiastical, civil, or military, or any place of public trust or power within this colony, and for clearing all matter of doubts which hereafter may happen to arise upon the construction of this act or any other act, who shall be counted a mulatto, be it enacted and declared, hereby enacted and declared that the child of an Indian and the child, grandchild, or great-grandchild of a Negro shall be deemed and counted, held, and taken to be a mulatto. And be it further enacted that every other act and every clause of hurry up, nigga. That's right. There ain't no changing that forever. Hurry up.
That's a lie, bro. That became irrelevant when the fucking when they declare independence. This nigga is stupid.
Ain't no changing what they was calling a mulatto.
Bro, you are dumb. Like,
that child of an Indian and the child, grandchild, great-grandchild of a Negro shall be deemed and counted and held and taken to be a mulatto.
But hold on. But see, this is the thing.
That's just stood for 20 years at best.
Nobody's saying, like, we know that a person.
What year was this?
Bro, we know who mulattoes are. There's no confusion on that. We know who mulattoes are. So what you just read didn't prove anything extra. And not only did it not prove anything, but in terms of it being a law, became completely irrelevant when they declared independence.
It doesn't matter. I'm showing you a point in history where mulattoes are Indians and Negroes.
Go to the new stream.
All the way down to great.